just waiting for this one to come on. There we go. I'll mute this one. Nope. There we go. Now it's live. Oh, good, it's muted. See if there's any other little faces that are going to come on. I see that there's 3 waiting and myself, so that must be 2. Need to have some background music while we're waiting. I'm certainly hoping that I'm just using my camera microphone and camera today. I'm not going to bother with trying to hook up my interface and board and stuff like that. And then I was too lazy to put my background up, so putting up a virtual background of fireworks. Woo! I get to go and say stuff here, and then I get to go watch it on the other screen here, watch myself and see what's going on. Hey, GT. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Looks like it's just you and I right now. You're very clear. I'm very clear, question mark. I know you're always doing great. You always find the silver lining. I'm a little tired. You know, we went outside and started moving the great big pile of wood chips that's out in the front there. And I didn't move any by, I don't have a real green screen. It's just on StreamYard, you can choose to put up a fake background. And so I just thought I would use the one that I was using from my opening thing. So from my thumbnail. So, oh, hey, Barbara Ann. Happy New Year to you, lovely. I hope you had a great Christmas and New Year's. All hailing from the far north. I heard you guys got some snow. So, but back to you there, GT. Yeah, from like 2 weeks ago, whatever's going on with my interface and my soundboard, it's dropping the pitch in my voice and making me sound weird. And I'm not finding, I can't seem to correct whatever the issue is with it. So I'm just going with my my little camera that's got a built-in microphone. So yeah, that's where it's at. That's what I was using last night when I was on Carol's live. I just went, as much as it's nice to have you know, the microphone, because then you don't get the ambient noise of things going on in my house. That's the only, like, you know, that's one of the reasons. And also the equipment that I have it was very, very expensive. Yeah. Well, you must live out of town, because I don't think for my mom in the city it didn't snow at all. So yeah, so then, you know, it would be better if I had a green screen. But my room divider, it's awkward to take it out and put it in because I've got another chair in here. So I didn't bother doing it. So anyway. How cold is it for you, GT? We're supposed to be getting some cooler weather. I know you'll be in Fahrenheit, but and I'm assuming I think I've seen GT that you've got snow going on for you. I think on some of your videos I've seen that you've got some snowy backgrounds and that. We still have none. We're maybe supposed to get some this week. That is a possibility. It was supposed to go down to -14, which is which is 6 degrees Celsius. We were supposed to getting fairly chilly. Hey there, Carol. I don't know if you got the. I did post the link up in here, but I did Facebook message you the link if you are available to come on up and chat with me. Oh, Barbara Ann, you are -7, but it feels like -10, which is pretty remarkable, when you think about it. Yeah, you know what? You hushed down. I saw you. I don't know what it was. Your little I think you were riding something, and it was like this morning in the private chat, and it was like, yeah, rub it in our faces that you've got sunshine and warm. Okay, so -2. So it's not too bad for you there yet for GT. Okay, well that's good. Well, you know where the link is. He sure goes to bed late. Hey Barry, how are you? Again, I did send you in through Facebook. I sent you the link if you want to come up and keep me company. Oh, there we are. Welcome to the stage, CC Texas Garden.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, darling. How are you?
I am good. And you?
I am well. Like, yeah, it's now that I know that there's nothing really, really physically wrong with me, because with my last gig, it was like, I don't know, I hurt myself, and then the next day I felt like I'd throw myself down the stairs, and you go, all I did was sing. So I'm a massage therapist, and it was just I've tweaked something, and then once you tweak one thing, then you start babying it, and so then now this is now hurting, and that's hurting, and
Right.
but I'm finding that I'm doing the stretches he's told me, and so then it's like, okay, no, I'm not getting weird, and so no, I'm doing well, and we had a beautiful sunny day. Went out with my daughter, and we started moving um, my giant pile of wood chips. So we started getting that.
Yeah, I seen your video.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we do. Well, we do that part of our permaculture, and just to keep down the weeds, and also to help with um, getting keeping the moisture in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a is an important aspect for us.
So how did y'all get the wood chips? Did you have like chip drop or?
Yeah, yeah. There's just a couple of people. Some I think some companies, like, they have their own kind of chip drop that they can do with
Mm-hmm.
their company. But my daughter found this one, and he was absolutely happy, because I think his company is probably small and has to go and pay for them to be dropped.
Yeah.
So this is a great thing where it's like he just drops them on my boulevard, and we take it from there. But he was really, really like, he was very personable, and
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get to know more about who we are and what we do here on the little urban farm. So
Well, that's
mhm.
good. Yeah, I
Yeah,
signed up for that last year and they never showed up.
yeah, yeah. We had one company, and again, they were small, and I'd call them, and they put you on a waiting list. But,
Mm-hmm.
but I since have found out that when you're on that waiting list, um, it's like, who has the list, and they
Right.
only and they'll get you when they're in your area,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, I don't always know if they remembered, and so I waited. I think we got no wood chips throughout the year. We didn't get these ones until the fall, and so now that's who we're always going to call, because it's like free wood chips.
Right.
um it makes a big difference. So
Hey
so
y'all.
what's what's on the agenda for you? Like, because you guys, you have more, um, you have decent planting weather right now, right?
Yeah, well, it's been cold, but I mean, still, we have stuff out there, of course, our brassicas and all that stuff right now. And,
Yeah.
you know, people are getting their peppers and tomatoes seeds put in, either growing it inside, dropping your seeds inside, or I'm gonna do winter sowing where I put it in the jugs outside and duct tape them up. So I plan on doing that, but I need to get some new soil. I just didn't want to use, how you usually like reuse your soil and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I'm just gonna give my new seed baby some fresh soil. So I gotta go
Mhm.
and pick up some of that.
Right. That's cool. Um, because yeah, I was watching Nicole's um and it was like she's been, bringing in different vegetables that are, way past our time for here.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, but it's like, but I do like my broccoli's still growing, which I'm amazed because usually we do have a bit more of a cold snap. We'll have a
Hmm.
couple of days that it's, too cold for things without having rame cloth over them.
Okay.
Um, kind of thing. So, but I am, there was a few things that I think if they, well, maybe this is a question I can ask you because it's like I'm still learning, but it's like things like my cantaloupe and honeydew, things that need more time. Is it beneficial for me to start them now, keep them under the grow lights? Um, not start them now because this would be way, way too early because
Yeah.
I wouldn't be bringing them out till more like June when it's
Okay.
warm enough. But it's like if I started those up a little earlier, I don't know what time
Do
of
you
year. I don't
usually start them like in April?
maybe, but maybe like yes. So I couldn't remember if I had started in April. I was looking for my little seed of when to start, when to harvest.
Hmm.
But I just wondered if it would be beneficial to start it. Let's say I'll start them in March, give it an extra 4 weeks so that the plants that I'm putting out are much, much bigger.
Right. I mean, you can
So
do that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't know if it would work. One thing I did kind of discover over the last couple of years is because of how we're shifted on the axis as we're going around the sun, that the sun is lower, right? And
Hmm.
as soon as what I found was my plants in the studio, because there's only just one window that they get any light in, but once, so I would plant some plants in the soil early, and they were coming up, right? And then, a month later, I'm planting the same from the same seed packet, same, medium and everything. And
Hmm.
these ones bashed up real fast because there is an aspect of the sun is now,
Right.
higher in the horizon. And I went, I wonder if that makes a difference that the plant actually knows, you
Hmm.
know, kind of I don't know what word I would use, like environmentally knows where the sun is and
Yeah.
knows that it's time to come up.
Yeah. It does. Because as we know as seedlings, they're gonna turn wherever that's how they get leggy,
Yeah,
because they're gonna go wherever they can get that light, that sun is,
yeah,
so they know.
yeah. And that. So what? Last week, Broke Farmer asked me a really great question, which I loved, and it was like, so who is CC in 2024?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and so yeah, and it was like I loved how he posed it because it's like instead of saying what are your goals,
Uh-huh.
what are your New Year's resolutions,
Right.
which makes us all kind of shut down and then he just said, like he goes, so I said, well, who's Broke Farmer in 2024? And he goes, I'm the world's greatest gardener. I I'm gonna have the world's greatest, like, all of his are
That's
a big
awesome.
one.
All them affirmations is good.
Absolutely. And it's like, yeah. And so you reach up, high, shoot for the moon and you'll land among the stars, right? And
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
So who off the top of your head, who is CC Texas Garden in 2024?
Well, she is a gardener that um want to uh grow much more food.
Hmm.
Um, I want to get into more herbs, tinctures, medicinal kind of things, making my own cough syrups and, you know,
Yeah.
more health base, growing this stuff instead of, reading whatever's on the back of a bottle. I
It's so
want to
like,
know what it is.
yeah, you go, I don't want to take that. I don't want to take that. I don't want to take that. Put it on the shelf.
Right, right. So I want to learn more from like herbalists and people that do this, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's more my goal. I do want to. I'm expanding my garden as well. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean I have plenty of space to do it, but it's only me, so I don't want to get overboard and be like I'm gonna do like a whole, and it's just me out there. And so I'm pacing myself. So every year I expand it a little more.
Right.
So yeah.
Stretch a little farther. So let me just,
Mhm.
hey, Gardening Warrior Q. That's really good. Yeah, that Brooke's question really struck a chord last week, and it spurred.
Yeah.
It's circled around in my head, and I've asked many people, like not just gardeners. So, but yeah, welcome into the chat and my crooked little homestead. Hello,
Hey,
good to
welcome.
see you, darling. She's in eastern, or not eastern Canada, but she's east of me, and
Hi, GT. GT
um,
is in there.
yes, yeah, I chatted with GT at the beginning, and Storms and Carol is there.
Yeah,
Um,
we had a competition on another channel today. We played against each other on a game.
oh yeah,
And one of the rules was, well, one of the how did it disclaimer was, um we are not liable if you break your phone, if you hurt yourself, we're not liable, right? Because we was like playing this game.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I decided to hurt my foot. So my foot is now with ice pack and wrapped up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my dog thought I was trying to run to go to take him outside, and I was trying to run to go to the kitchen to grab the item, and tripped me over, and I hit my foot. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, definitely get it elevated. Yes,
yeah,
my little homestead. Yes, you're in Ontario, Canada. I think I knew that, but I think you're farther, like you're a little bit more northern, not northern Ontario, but I think you're in a little bit of a colder climate. But yeah, so Cece, do you have elderberries?
I do. No, I was sent some elderberry um thing, but both of them died.
Okay.
I was, yeah, no. I'm gonna
No,
do some goji berries
yeah. Well,
this
we did, like, I've been growing elderberries. Um, I've just got them in pots right now because the plan is to not stay on this property. The plan is to move to a bigger property, and that's when I want to put things in ground. And so we did get a fair amount of elderberries, and then a friend of mine, his neighbor has tons, and so he picked a bunch for us. And I tell you, elderberry syrup is the cat's meow. It was so incredible when I got a terrible sinus infection that,
year.
was, kind of rolling around trying to come down. Um, and what I found was I would just take, little sips of this, and it was amazing on how much better I instantly felt, to the point that, I actually had a water bottle of it, and I was, as I was on my little music tour there. It was like one day we were doing two shows back to back, going, up island, and I would just have it. I'd just be in the back, and I would just be sipping this, and whatever whatever concoction. I know there was cinnamon, turmeric. There was probably cloves in it, the elderberries, and she did do, and honey, of course, and then she did do some with just the straight honey, no alcohol, and then she did some with a vodka in it. Um,
Okay.
and it was just remarkable. And I said to her, I said, okay, that's it. I'm this what plants I have out there. I'm making cuttings because I
Mhm.
want to have a whole great big, massive amount of elderberry bushes when I move to the new property.
And
Hey,
elderberry, you have to have it cooked, right? You have to cook it, right?
yeah,
Or
she did it very I think she did it in the slow cooker so that it was a lower temp, so
Mhm.
um uh we weren't losing, some of those nutrients, but it was remarkable on just how delicious it tasted. And so that would be an amazing cough syrup. And my daughter actually is becoming an herbalist,
Oh,
so a lot of things that I make plans of growing,
mhm.
you usually have her in mind. If she's like, oh, did you know that you have this and this and this? As soon as
Yeah.
she says that, I go, oh, well, I don't grow that yet, and so I'll go and I'll be purchasing those things, because I would like, on the farm, I would like us to have just a whole patch that's dedicated to
Yes.
the medicinal
Yes, that's what I
herb.
want as well. Yes,
Mhm,
definitely. Hey,
mhm,
J3. Yeah, I do want that, a little, herbal area.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is a lot of really great herbs, and I was just saying it to someone yesterday or today. I said, it's like growing up, like we've always used spices and stuff like that. And I just thought spices were spices. And it's like, no, you throw that oregano into, your spaghetti sauce, you're adding in health benefits into it. And
Mhm.
it's like, wow, pepper, cayenne, all of those things are so good for removing, phlegm and things like that out of the body. And it's like, okay, a little bit more cayenne, a little bit more black pepper. um,
Right. And then
yeah,
I've learned that, I mean, there's so many things that we, in quotes, call weeds, and I'm like, "Oh, like, this is the same thing," and people are, like, buying the seeds, and I'm like, "I have that wild in my yard." You know?
yeah, yeah, which is just so great. So my Cricket Little Homestead, I would like to try and grow elderberry here in Ontario. I have 100 acres. Wow, mostly bush, but I've started a fruit orchard, for example, apple trees, red currant bushes, wild blueberries, wild blackberries. That is
That is
fantastic.
cool. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think another one that would be good for you is the Haskap berry. It is like a blueberry, but it's been I was going to say bred, but I forget what word I want, but it's like it's been um it's been cultivated so that it can grow in the cooler climates. And I do believe that they started them in either Manitoba or Saskatchewan, and the Haskap berry is higher in antioxidants than the blueberries. So it's a really, really great
Wow.
one.
And how you spell that? Half cap?
Haskap. So it's Haskap, and you have to. It's one of those where you have to have um, or no, Hask. Sorry, that's right. Haskap, not with a C. Let me just get an image of it. And so I do have some here. Oh yeah, see, it's in Nova Scotia. There, they show share screen. Yeah, Haskaps. Da da da. Hey, broke cowgirl.
Hey. Oh,
Thanks for
that's a
coming
pretty
in.
color.
Yeah, so this is what they look like. Let
Okay.
me just hide my comment there so we have a bit more room.
So
And I think if I do this, oh yeah, I did do that. Nope, don't like that one. How about this? Let's just get rid of us altogether.
yeah. So they're
Um,
like long blueberries, kind of.
they are like a blueberry. I'm gonna see if we can. Oh yeah, this one's quite pretty. Oh, it's not letting me share this tab instead. Yes, there we
Like
go.
they're
Look at
together
how pretty
blueberry.
they are. Honeyberry, says GT. Nope, those are called Haskap.
Huh. Those are cool.
Yeah. And yeah, so I am not putting your blueberry down because I know, but it's like, for us people up in Canada, it's nice for us to have a, another berry that's better than your blueberry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, and what else do you have there? I also found wild hazelnut bushes and hawthorn bushes. That is very
Wow.
cool.
That is
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. To
Huh.
it's the same sort of thing that I'm thinking similar to you, similar to my Crooked Little Homestead, is that I want to make my own little orchard. I want to have it where I am you know eating the things off of my own out of my own
Mhm,
yard. I'd love to have some. I'm allergic to tree nuts, but I would still like to have tree nuts for the
mhm.
rest of my family. And my dream is to have a greenhouse, like it would be a year-round greenhouse. So it would be a soil-based greenhouse
Mhm.
so that I can go, okay, I want a mango tree. I want to have a place where I can put my avocado tree that I'm growing so that I can have it year round. There is a man, I believe, uh, I think he's in Quebec. And sadly, I cannot find the video, and it's worth it to watch, fascinating to watch, because I believe he was from Italy, and he was going, I want to grow my own cherries. He was in northern Quebec, so it's pretty chilly there.
Mhm.
And he would and you'd go through the whole process of him, where he would dig a bunker, and he'd think, okay, if I went below the permafrost and tried to plant things, and he would plant them in certain greenhouses, and then eventually it was a big barn that he ended up converting. And by March, where it's like full on snow, heavy snow, his his blossoms are all starting to come out by March, and with the cherries, with the
Mhm.
pears and things like that. And those are things that you wouldn't normally be able to grow.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah. Wow. We planted 40 pecan trees about 5 years ago. Are you getting pecans there, bro, cowgirl? I don't know how. Oh yeah, and is a pecan or pecan. I grew up with my father from the south calling it a pecan, so I call it
Mhm.
a pecan as opposed to a pecan. There's lots of lives where that becomes the fight.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. And like my lemon trees. Oh,
Mhm.
takes quite a few years. Yeah, and that was again one of the reasons why I keep buying. Personally, I keep buying different plants, or starting them, putting them into pots, so that I've got an established tree, so that when I move to my farm, well, I will have. I think I'll have 6 or 7 Meyer lemon trees to put in, because
Okay.
they're already starting to grow. But I
Mhm.
would like that, kind of permanent in ground um, greenhouse. So I have one greenhouse, 10 by 12 and 9 foot high. I'm planning to put up another one made from an old carport, 10 by 20 and 10
Okay.
foot high. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything that you struggle with to grow, CC? Like you just go, like I'll just confess, I struggle growing carrots. I'm working on it, studying about it. I'm hoping to grow carrots this year. Suck at growing onions.
Mhm.
Uh, it's a Russian roulette with radishes, cabbages. I don't know. Um, yeah, they didn't do well for me. But I don't. Yeah. Anyway, so
Um, I would say my nemesis is the spinach. But the funny thing is, I planted these um starts with an L. I can't even remember the name of this spinach. And it's supposed to be like heat tolerant. And I just put them in the, container thinking, okay, they're probably gonna die like the rest of them do. But they have grown, but they're small. Like they're little tiny ones. I'm like, what am I gonna do with these little bitty, but they're there. So but
right,
yeah, they
it's coming.
there.
Yeah. I plant the spinach and then I don't always get around to picking it.
Oh, I would
Or we'll do a
love to
little,
pick
yeah, I'll do a little bit of it and then it just gets thrown by the wayside. My favorite, like in that family, or not in the family, but I prefer to have Swiss chard
Yeah.
just because it's more forgiving.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you don't water it, if you overwater it, if you over fertilize it, if you don't fertilize it, the Swiss chard just keeps coming back,
Yeah, it does.
and then and it grows all through my winter, and then it
Mhm.
is still going to be there. So it's like I've already grown. Woo!
Right. Well, I mean, do you grow like bok choy and pak choy and
Yes, I
pak
do.
soy
Yeah.
and all those? So I can grow those, and I'm like, why can't I grow spinach? If I can grow those, what they still in that same leafy, I don't know.
I know, I know. It's like what? Because I grow tons of romaine
Hmm.
and other leafy things, and
Yeah.
my spinach is okay, but my bok choy and my su choy um,
Hmm.
struggled with those because I had put a cover over them, but my chickens got in there and they just
Hmm.
wrecked them all out. We don't need this here, Maureen. You don't need it now. You're like, oh, you're so darn cute with your little angry faces. Good thing. So, yeah. So what do you got? I've got 2 tangerine trees started in my 10 by 10 cabin. I live in with 4 pineapple bushes I've had for going. That is so
Nice.
amazing.
I
So
love
you need
pineapple
to go
growing
check out
pineapple.
my Crooked Little Homestead there. And what
Yeah.
else? I grew 50 head of cabbage, over 80 zucchini, and a lot of other vegetables.
Goodness.
Wow, that is amazing. Because I just, I did not do 80 zucchini. In my squash, I did do a lot of squash. Um,
Mhm.
and but the cabbage, my first year of doing cabbage, I bought starts just from a local place here called Canadian Tire. And I had beautiful heads of cabbage. And then it was like, well, I can just grow it from seed myself and
Mhm.
planted those in. And, I'll get a head this big or no heads at all. My red cabbage,
You get a
nothing.
little personal cabbage. That's what you
Right. Everybody can, oh, that's Brussels sprouts.
get. Right.
Right. Here, everybody, you have your cabbage. Mama grew cabbage this year. Look at that. You
Right.
know, so wow. You have an amazing sounding garden there, my Crooked Little Homestead. That's
Mhm. Mhm.
sounds fantastic. So I am doing better than I have in the past where it's like it's January 6th and it's like, wow, Maureen, you haven't dropped any seed yet. Wow, good for you. And it's like, yeah, but maybe I should. No, you don't need to do that. But. And it's like, just calm the heck down.
Well, see, I'm supposed to be dropping seeds, and I've been saying on my videos, "Oh yes, I'm finna drop the peppers and the tomatoes," and everybody has been dropping the peppers and tomatoes. I'm like, "Oh, I still haven't dropped my peppers." I'm like, "No, I cannot be behind." I mean, because I did good last year. I actually was harvesting before a lot of people were harvesting because I
Mm,
planted early, and so I want to do the same thing, especially with my corn, because I was more successful with my corn during the earlier time of planting them. And then later I tried to plant them. Them corns did not do good at all. So I'm like,
right.
okay.
Was it because it was too ding dang hot? Because
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
yeah, because you guys have that window where it's like, god awful, 3-digit hot. It's like
I know. If we never had it this long, that what I'm saying, it was just like, what is going on?
mhm,
Yeah, them triple digits was crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Watching Nicole. So you start everything from seed. I stacked tires and grew my cabbages in the tires. Do you have a video on that, my Crooked Little Homestead? I'd love to know that and to see what, because it's like I mostly want to plant from seed. I would really like to do that. and and I seem to do okay. But again, I think sometimes I start too early. I do have really good lights. Yeah,
Mhm.
I want to grow more corn this year, and I would like to plant. I would like to harvest my corn on time and not have it be old, and then go. Well, what do you do with old corn? Well, I dehydrated and made cornmeal, so it was still useful.
Right.
But uh, but yeah, I would love to have my own my own corn. And now with your planting, do you rotate where you plant?
Um, I know you're supposed to, and it's more of, because people say the bug's gonna know where you put them because you always put them in the same place.
Mhm,
I planted my corn in the same area, and I didn't have an issue with them.
mhm, mhm.
So
Yeah, I had the corn was looking really great, but I think I just left it too long.
yeah,
Um, I left a lot of things too long, which is why there's so much extra garlic out in the bed that I don't want to have
right.
garlic this year, right? But I don't like, I'm limited for space. And that's again why I would like to have
GT want the
farm.
link.
Yeah. Oh, I will send that up. Do, 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 do. Whoop. And my crickletus, you actually, I even processed my own onion seed. I leave onions over in the winter. They come back and I let them go to seed and I harvest them and dry them. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've learned that with onions, don't because I used to, use my little dibber, put it in there, drop it down. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
you just need to put the onion just on top, leave it alone. And I did it late in the year, so um, they started to look okay. So
Okay.
show my video.
So what do? You said you have a hard time with doing your carrots.
I th- I use a cornstarch gel to like I'll make a cornstarch gel to keep the carrots in place. But
Mm-hmm.
I think my I had composted soil in there. I think it's too compacted. And I heard a friend of mine, she said, you want to have your soil so soft that if you put your arm in, you can put your arm right up into your elbow and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
almost like sand.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm wanting to do. So I
Yeah.
planted walking onions last fall. Hopefully I won't ever have to really plant onions again. They multiply like crazy.
Yeah. I
That
planted some of them this year. I got someone sent me some walking onions, and I'm excited about them.
Yeah, I'd like to do them, but I think whoever I was watching about those, it was like I didn't have I it was like is it something I'm going to have to learn to pay attention. Ladies and gentlemen, to the stage, GT Junior.
In the
Hey there. So,
It's the baby boy.
hey. Huh?
It's the baby boy. Where are we
Mm.
going?
I just dropped off one of my guys. They have a basketball game for the university, so that's where he wanted to go. And I'm stopping by Costco to go grab some Asian pears. I was eating one, and they
Mm,
act like they ain't never had one before, so I'm gonna go pick up them some Asian pears.
nice.
Uh-huh. So are the Egyptian walking onions, are they difficult to work with? That's what I would like to know.
I This is my first time with them, and I got them, from someone that was already. It wasn't the seed; it was already the onions, and I just planted them. So
Okay.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know how difficult they're gonna be, but I mean they're growing.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, my onions that I planted late in the year in the season, they
Hmm.
were still there. And then I once we got closer to the fall, I did cover them with some soil. They are popping up, which because I just didn't know, how cold our winter was going to be, and I, figured I would lose them or
Right.
whatnot.
Hmm.
And I grow carrots in buckets and in a big carrot bed. If you go on Deep South Homestead, Danny has a video on how he does carrots, and I did it, and it works great. And ladies and gentlemen, to the stage, South Florida Sunshine.
Well, hello. South Florida Sunshine just could not seem to send the link to my email because it's saying you need some kind of thing called a password. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
You
So,
don't know you don't know your password.
Nope. Nope.
Well, you know,
Because
these are
I've been
some things
changing it.
you need to tell me. You know, I'll write down the password, and that way you'll know. You can just
I
go.
think so. Yes. I need friends who have my passwords, but then they have so crazy. It's just embarrassing.
Yeah. So deep south.
I-
South.
Yeah.
Walking onion should do fine for you if you're not in my zone.
As long as I'm not in yours.
That's right. You should do
What?
just fine. As long as you are planting them in the zone they are to be in, they just do their thing and they fall over and reseed themselves and fall over and reseed themselves.
So
Mine-
what happens in Florida?
You get leaf tip burn and they never make what they're supposed to at the top and fall
Oh.
over and reseed themselves. So that was very,
wow.
very
Mm.
depressing.
Oh,
I'm sure I'm going to try it again and see if I can find a microclimate in my yard since I now have so much shade. But
okay.
yeah, even in the shaded spot I had them in, it maybe just wasn't the right microclimate to do it. But
Mhm.
we'll see. I was kind of excited about growing them, but
Yeah.
didn't go good.
So when they grow, they seed,
Mhm.
and fall over.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you
Yep, the
still
baby's
get-
on top. Hmm.
But you get the bulb of the onion.
Yeah, I don't know which people eat though. I just wanted to grow them. I was doing a GT Junior thing. I just wanted to see if I could
I
grow
just,
them.
I want to grow that.
I just want to grow that, so
I
I'm
want to
gonna
grow
buy
that
it.
too.
Mhm.
Just try it.
I'm addicted to buying seeds.
I'm
I think
I'm gonna
most
show you
people-
the I'm gonna show you a little of the mess room, but see that? Yeah, that's all my seeds that I can't seem to get into the ground.
Yes, nice.
Yeah,
Mm.
be nicer if it made food. And J3GS was talking about his blueberries. I did go out and check. My one plant is still going and it's putting on longer stems. And I never realized blueberries can be thorny. They have it's not a true thorn like a rose, but mine have like little tiny almost thorns on the branch. Is that normal or is that what? I didn't know that. Like this kind that I have. Granted, I grabbed it at Publix. They didn't have it labeled. I just it was one of those lead farmer things because his were like he found those $10 blueberries and these were $10 and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna grab a couple. I drowned one, but the other one lived. The one that drowned had a name. The one that didn't live that is still going didn't have a name. And they said you could get up to 3 types. So I don't know what type I have. I have no clue. But it's going. It's still alive, J3, if you're listening.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's still with us. I planted my garlic and ginger in my small greenhouse last fall. I have beds along each side. Yeah, that's awesome. I
Wow.
I have thought about putting my ginger in earlier. And ladies and gentlemen, J3, the man himself.
How y'all
J3.
doing? How you doing? How you
Good,
doing?
good.
How you doing?
Did
We're
you
gonna fight
hear?
about blueberries.
Yeah, I heard. I've never ran into blueberries with thorns.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to show you this one because it's supposed to be blueberry. It looks like the leaf looks like a blueberry, but it's not like a true thorn. It's just got that texture. Like I went out there and I was like, I never knew they had bumpy bumps on this. I should have just taken a picture.
Not none of the blueberries I got.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, the
it's not a
other one that I
blueberry.
had that I drowned didn't have that. So I was end
That
up
you
with
drowned.
Yeah.
I
That's what
tell
happened.
you what.
Yep.
You said you drowned it. I tell you what. Take it and put it in the ground, and I guarantee you to come back.
You think so? There's
I'm
something
just-
alive
I'm just
still in
speaking
there.
from blueberries. I'm just speaking of blueberry sense of thinking.
Okay. I'll
I
try it.
got 22 feet right there, blueberries.
That's awesome. Do you know what types you have growing? Which ones? Rabbit eyes or?
Those were here when I moved here. I started to cut them down, and I
Mhm.
went out with my clippers and stuff, my hedgers, and then these are blueberries. They never got cut down.
That's awesome.
I don't know what kind they are, but now
They're
I've
blue.
got the what is that called? Blue.
I should go break off one and bring it in.
It's some
I
kind
will.
of female. I mean, some blue something, blue powder
Bluebell?
or pink or something.
Hmm. You
Is
figured
daylight where you at?
Hmm?
Is daylight
Who?
where you at?
me?
Me?
No, South Fulton. You said you go outside and break some off.
No, I was in the dark. I went
Oh,
out
okay.
there in my yard to see if that other one still was living. I thought it would be. But I've been so neglectful in my backyard. I actually had to go and check because I was like, oh, I didn't check the other plant, but I didn't move the other plant. My problem, I moved the plant that drowned. I moved it because it looked like it was not happy. It was right next to the bigger one. I'm like, well, let me move it over here and see if it likes it over here. Not realizing that over here was right next to a hidden sprinkler.
Okay. So
Uh,
I give you some doctor care on blueberries.
Okay.
You said it drowned, right? How
Yeah.
long it's been drowning?
No, it's still sitting in wet soil. I just saw it. I was like, it's drowned.
You can
It's like
take.
past tense drowned.
Do you have a spot in your yard?
I can make
put it-
one.
Okay. Put it in the ground. Do you have pine needles around your house?
No, but I could probably get a hold of some.
Get pine needles and put it all around the blueberry bushes. The
Okay.
blueberry bushes love pine needles.
Okay.
That's-
Would pine bark work? I think it would, right?
It
If I can go
would,
get some
but
pine, they
Pine
just
needles.
love
pine needles
needles.
is a slow
Okay.
release, and it's that acid that they're going for.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
never
No.
thought that. I thought about because I've got lots of pine needles from my neighbors. It's like I could just go gather them up and put it on my blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Yeah,
Thank you.
put it
That's
around your
the
blueberries.
price of
What-
admission. That's the price of admission right there.
There you
Will
go.
coffee grinds help do that, J3? The coffee
Say
grind,
again?
coffee grind.
Yeah, that'll help too. But with the coffee ground, it goes out when it's actually gone, it's gone. But the blueberry, the pine needles,
Uh-huh.
they deteriorate so slow that they constantly get that acid from it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
Okay.
yeah.
I throw
Thank-
coffee on my blueberries probably once a year. And
Okay.
that's because I have it stacked up. I'll just throw it on there once a year. But other than that, I always pile pine needles around my blueberries. Do I water it? No. They
Yeah.
take care of themselves, really.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do. They like a more acidic soil. That's true. I might have to just pot it up in a bigger pot because we definitely do not have acidic soil here.
Right.
We have a lot of shells in our soil. Our soil is very base. It's a very base
Well,
soil.
you can change it.
Yeah.
Like you said, you drink coffee?
Oh yeah, but not like that where I can. I would have to go to a place to get coffee grounds. I
Yeah,
drink like
you-
one a day, the little cups, because
And
I'm
take
bad.
that too. That's why I got a Keurig. That's what
Okay,
I do.
that's what I have. Okay.
I take my I take it, bust it open, put all the
Coffee
coffee
grounds in.
grounds in a bowl, and when I
Mhm.
get enough, I just go throw it out there.
Oh, okay. I can do that. I can do
Easy
that.
peasy. Thanks for dropping your
Thank
link
you.
there, My Crooked Little Homestead. So you guys need to go and check her out.
Okay.
She also said that she's got her rhubarb and horseradish. I think
She
in the
got-
South,
Lot.
yeah, she's everything. But I think in the South, you guys don't grow rhubarb.
I
It's not something that's normal. Do any of you
Nope.
do the horseradish?
I
I'd
want
like to
to.
grow- I'd like to grow horseradish.
No.
I did it once.
And
Ain't nobody eat it but me, so ain't no need growing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. I
Now, the
killed it. I
rhubarb-
killed it
the-
once.
The
Let it dry
rhubarb,
up.
when I lived in New York and my grandmother was doing the garden and everything, we had rhubarb all in the yard, but
Mhm.
she said don't eat it.
Yeah. Why? What did she
She
say?
just said don't eat it. Don't mess with it.
yeah, 'cause
But
then you-
then when I got a little older and
Mhm.
some of the older white ladies, they were talking about making rhubarb pie and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing
Yeah.
about it, but
Strawberry rhubarb.
I'd never heard a black person say anything about rhubarb pie.
No, because
But
they were smart about it because they found out later that it might have a connection to doing stuff with the brain that isn't so good.
Mm.
And it's the same thing with like I want to try those palm heart
Oh
noodles,
yeah.
Maureen. But
Mhm.
palm hearts too, cycad family can make you go a little cucamonga.
Mhm.
I don't know. It just I put them in my belly, and
And then-
those palm hearts were like happy in my belly. My brain was fine. I was at peace. Then
Oh yeah. Oh, especially if you're on the keto. The keto, you'd be
Exactly.
like,
It was
yeah,
totally
I'll-
lasagna. It's gluten free. It's carb free, and I'm eating lasagna.
yeah.
So
Mm.
good, so good.
I'm not saying that'll do it to you. I'm just saying like it just
So,
has stuff in it if you eat a lot.
So is stove ash? Is that going to bring up the acid in your soil too for blueberries? Because I like with my my Ferno oven outside, I've been dropping my ash into the compost. But am I turning my composted soil? Am I turning it more acidic then? Is that, or is it just because I just thought putting your wood ash is really good for compost? Like it's just good.
it's good for compost.
Okay.
My burn barrel, I haven't used it in about 3 or 4 years now, and I have tons of blackberries just growing out of the burn barrel.
Okay.
Wow.
Right, but I'm wanting because it's like I've been putting this ash in. It's fine if I was just going to put that soil on my blueberries, but if this is going to be too acidic for the rest of my garden, then I probably shouldn't put it on it.
Well,
That's
I've
annoying.
heard them mixing ash with more than just blueberries. They just mix it in with the dirt.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends. There's my crooked little homestead. Is your soil more acidic where you are, or what? Is that why you're mixing ash into the soil to make it more base rather than acidic?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing like stewed rhubarb or
Yeah,
strawberry rhubarb. It's just
delicious. It
so
is
good.
delicious.
Never had it. Never had it.
Yeah, I don't blame you though. If my elders said stay away, I probably would too. They
We
had a
had-
reason.
We had about the grapevine was here, and we had about four or five bushes. Every year they grew right there.
Mm,
We cut it down. We cut grass, but my grandma said, "Don't bother it. Don't bother it."
okay, there you go. Yes, it's good for compost. What's it for though? Is it to alkalinize the soil? My crooked little homestead.
It's like wow. Love that I learn when I get to learn stuff. Just
I
please
know.
remember, please remember.
Right. Isn't it funny? You've been around me long enough. You see what the brain does up here. Mine, but I can't do the password thing to save my life.
That's why you have a community to help you remember things and learn things.
That's right. That's right.
It's like,
Amen.
what is Carol's? Everybody, what is Carol's password? We all know it.
Pretty much, right? That's where it's going. I'm telling you.
It is a village. We have a
It is.
village to help us look after Carol.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I offended the village, I think, because that title where we were joking around, I finally had to just add on. It's a joke. The cougars, codgers, and gold diggers. Welcome, cougars, codgers, and gold diggers. Because we were joking. Yeah. Yeah. I lost like 4 subscribers.
Oh
You
my
have
God.
to give a disclaimer before you say it, huh?
Oh, I
Right.
had to I finally added on to the end, like it's a joke. It's
Yes,
just the
there's no
title
good-
is a joke.
There's no gold diggers. Well, no, that's not true. I have a gold digger attitude, but it's not like I'm out there looking. You know, he has to come by, and he's got to be wealthy, and he's got to come by my backyard to find me because I'm not going to find him otherwise.
I used to pan for gold. Does that include me too?
That's cool.
Yes, you're a gold digger, sir.
Yes, you are a true gold digger.
Right.
That's actually I just saw that on
Right.
the show tonight. It was Yukon men or Yukon something, and the locals were
Yeah.
getting upset in Alaska because somebody was coming along the trail where they trap and was trying to dig for gold, was trying to pan for
Yeah.
gold.
Oh, wow.
I think that's Yukon Gold. I think
Yeah.
the show was Yukon Gold.
No, I
But-
don't know if it was Yukon. It's like Yukon Mint. It's all about them trapping and kind of living off the land. It's not the one where they're
Oh,
all
okay.
digging and prospecting.
Right.
And that's what it was. He was like, "What the heck? What's this
But
big old hole? What do you think
that
that
was
is?"
that was back in the 90s and stuff when I first saw it on TV,
Mhm.
and they were talking about gold in Georgia in certain locations and all that.
Ooh,
So I go down to the river and get my little stuff and start
yeah.
shaking, look for the little black gold and all that stuff. I got a bucket full of computer parts that I done tore apart to get the gold out and everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
it kind of played out. I got that whole container sitting in the shed.
Mm.
Bought a big ball of acid so I can get it off the computer parts and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Acid
You
poured in
were
the tree.
serious.
Did you do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Got it?
I poured the acid on the tree to kill it and left the what's name in the shed.
Oops. Yeah. I saw somebody do that. I was watching actually videos just on that recently. And all the stuff that he put in, the parts that he pulled off, and then he put it all in, and then he got, I think it was not even like teeny,
Yeah.
but it was still solid gold.
Right, it's gold.
Still
You don't
solid
get
gold.
in order for you to really get something, you got to have like a 55-gallon barrel full of parts.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
you might get about a 50-cent piece.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. The odds were. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Like, putting ash throughout the whole garden where some of the blueberries are growing. It's sandy soil, so I make a mix on topsoil and add a small amount of ash to mend the soil over time. Oh, that's very, very cool.
Okay.
And my main fertilizer is rabbit manure and chicken, also 5-year-old cow manure. So
Okay.
she's got
Oh
some
shit, you got the best
beautiful-
stuff right
You
there.
got some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
jealous. A
We need to
little.
We need to be neighbors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All you got to do is add a little goat poop to that, and you good.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Got the whole zoo poo going on.
Yeah. So yeah, she doesn't watch TV, just YouTube and live.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. My crooked
Yes.
little homestead, that's with my husband. I don't usually watch much TV. That's we
No.
watch
Yep.
those. And he
Oh.
likes to watch Dr. Pol and gross me out while I'm eating dinner.
Oh gosh.
I haven't watched TV in over 2 years now.
I
Yeah.
hadn't either.
I just watch YouTube. That's my TV.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If
same
I
here.
put my if I put my TV on, if I put YouTube on the TV, that's me watching TV. But other than watching the news and all that other stuff, I haven't done that in over 2 years.
Me either.
No.
I do watch Netflix and stuff like that. So GT,
Yeah.
we're done shopping at Costco. Did we get everything that we needed? I forgot to I was trying to watch, we were seeing the ceiling, and it was like, hey, maybe I want to buy some of that stuff.
Yeah. Maybe you guys got some good deals in Alaska that we should know about.
But the only deal, I don't know. I think I was on your station, on your channel, Carol, and I had got
Mhm.
that fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got the fire extinguisher for $39 at the Blue Store. They have it here at Costco for $29. So I think I'm
have
just
to
gonna get
say,
another one.
Did you double
ahead.
check your dates on those? Make sure you double check your dates because the Blue Box store sold me
David Core with the crop.
that was
Welcome,
expired.
sir.
It was expired, and
They
Say
got-
what?
yeah, they sold me an expired fire extinguisher, and then they were giving me a hard time about like taking it back, which was stupid. I just paid for it right in front of them.
Wow.
I when I tell you that God had us to foster, hey Gear, and hey Corey, David Corey. I mean, sorry.
Hey.
There was no joke. A firefighter right in front of me who said, "Come on out to the van. I can." He had his uniform on. Not a
Mhm.
weirdo.
We
He's like,
took
"I
it out
can."
and we charge it
Yeah.
for you.
No, he just said, "I'll check it and I'll put a tag on it that it's good if it's good. If not, then you might have to get another one." He took it out, checked it out, shook it up. He's like, "It's fine." He's like, "You got another year with it. Here's your tag." I was like, "Thank you, God."
Mm.
Hey,
But-
Hey, Odom,
yeah.
thanks for coming in. And
Hey,
Gear.
Odom.
Hey,
We got
Odom!
David
Wow,
Corey.
hey.
I know.
party
it's
just
a
got
whole-
out again.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. So that's awesome that you're going to get goats, my Crooked Little Homestead. That's awesome.
There you go.
And
What Crooked
Shelby
Little
said,
Homestead at?
What kind of
in
goats you gonna
Ontario,
get?
in Ontario, Canada.
Ontario.
What kind of goats you gonna get?
Oh.
There's different types of goats now. What kind you gonna get?
Mhm.
Yeah, are you gonna get the ones with the ears or without the ears?
I think without there's a Lamanches, and the one with the ear is Nubians, because that's
There
what
you
I
go.
always get.
Oh, I
And then
thought you was
got
being.
No, we're serious. I just
I
don't
thought it
remember
was
the name.
sarcastic.
No.
Oh
the
man.
other one is Boa. The other
Well,
one
ain't
is
that so?
Boas. That's the
Oh, y'all want to
meat
see
goat.
something real cool?
Yep.
What you got?
I'm gonna show y'all. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm sorry. I got something to show
We
y'all.
waiting on you now.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
I'm rude. I'm sorry. I just got excited. I'm sorry, y'all.
Is it-
Oh man, let me go through here.
Well, we're putting
I'm in
I'm
these
putting you
folks'
on
name.
for solo. How long is it going to take for you to show us?
Some-
1 minute. I'm coming around the corner now.
Okay.
Okay.
He saw something. I
you-
hope
I
it's
can
wildlife.
Odom said get the delicious ones.
Which ones are delicious? Which goats are delicious?
Anyone's in the pot.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Hey, Casey 55.
Okay,
Thank
so-
Casey.
I'm
Here we
waving
go.
like they can see me. I'm waving him out.
Hold on, here we come. We pulling up to it.
Okay. We're waiting.
Okay, here I go. Hold on. Get
I
out
don't know
the
if I've ever met you, Casings.
Oh,
Okay, here we are. What are we
get out of
seeing?
the car. Get out
Hold on,
of
let me
the
jump out the car.
car. I know. It's like it could go really good or really bad all at once when you're filming like this.
Don't go in there.
I know.
Turn
Don't
back
go into the
around.
woods. Right. Don't go into the woods.
You cannot split up. Do not split up. Stay together. Oh,
Oh, it's perfect.
gosh. It's
Y'all see how big that is?
That's huge.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it.
it's gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, who made that?
Oh,
That's like a
That mug
bulldozer.
is beautiful and big, huh, y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful long as I'm not there.
that's right.
yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
That's
it
it, y'all. This is Alaska, baby.
Wow.
I got to get a screenshot. Hold on.
Here comes the lady behind you.
Right.
That's
Oh no, from photobomb.
I know, right?
what everybody do. We all go
so
here. I
neat.
guess they do it every year.
Yeah.
It's my first time
neat.
here.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
It was. I
Huh?
thought I was thinking wildlife. So when he got
Oh,
out of the
for
car,
Oh, why they stop? Oh, because all the traffic? Oh, yeah. Well, it's beautiful, though. All right, you have a good one, man. Yeah.
What happened?
probably not supposed to get out of your car and
Oh, no.
What do you
No,
say?
they haven't done it in 10 years. He was just letting me know that because he heard me. I talk
Yeah.
loud. So he was like, no, they didn't do it last year. The neighbors had got upset about it because of the runoff and stuff like that.
Oh.
But Alaska
Get the
is
kitchen
very,
sink
very
up.
friendly.
Okay.
Okay.
Very, very friendly. And I mean that.
Wow.
That's one thing about Alaska
Sink
you
up.
can't say.
Maybe I
You
need to
watch
move to
Wow.
Alaska. I'll
And it
be
doesn't
like,
matter the color. No, color.
oh,
I mean,
that's
there's always going to be a race issue no matter where you
Yeah.
go in the world. But it seemed like most of the race issues are under the table
wonderful.
versus, you can be where you be and, people are going to, you're always going to have groups of people that are just buttholes or whatever. But
Yep.
yeah, people are pretty friendly here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's wonderful. That's really
Hey, Homestead
wonderful.
Aquarius. I don't know if you were here if you got to see the giant snowman. GT he just took us on a field trip.
That was a giant. He saw it.
Okay. Oh
I've
yes,
just-
it was
I-
a big snowman.
That was a
So,
huge snowman.
which one of the goats is the ones that you get the milk from and you make the soap from? Is that the
Oh,
think
you can get milk from all the correction.
Yeah.
You can get well, I take that back. You can get milk from the male goat too.
okay?
You're not. I'm not being fresh. I'm being serious. I'm not being fresh. I'm being serious. But it don't
Okay,
taste as good as
alright.
it does from the female.
I'm just imagining somebody as a new time homesteader, you know.
Right.
That's all. Because some of
It's-
them have like horns, both male and female,
Yes.
with certain things. So they might be like, oh, yeah. Nope, this is
No,
not,
male and
not a
female have
girl, not a
horns.
girl.
Male and female have horns.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look on my videos, my dears, my goats don't have horns because when they're babies, I cut them off because I don't
Oh,
want to get
that's how you
caught in
take care of it.
fencing and pulling stuff down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, that's
I get Nubian goats because they're good for milk. They're good for drinking milk. They're good for making soap, and they're good for making cheese and all that other good stuff.
Now the Nubians are which ones? The ones with no ears or the ones with the ears?
The one with the long ears.
With the long ears. Yeah, they look like puppy dogs at first when you like just kind of see them outside of your eye and see their head. It's like, oh, it's
Right.
No,
that's not a puppy.
if you got the right mind, they look like food from Diddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Carol, how you know so much about goats? You know you had goats before?
No, but I
Say go.
thought about it. It's from watching Jess and
Let me see
Maya
it, but
over at Roots and Refuge when I first came on. When I
Okay,
first
okay.
got on and was doing some research to start my own garden, and she had these huge, like down here, tomatoes you grow them now. You like start them in our cooler months, because if you start them with everybody else on YouTube, you end up with nothing and just yuck. Like
Right.
all the things come out to eat them, but they all take it. It's just not the right season. So of course, Jess did that picture, and that's the one that made her basically blow up. Her channel blow up was her whole garden behind her and all her tomatoes in her hand. And yeah, that's one. So that's where I learned it from. Was just
So what are the goats
Okay,
that
okay.
they freak out and they fall over? They just lay.
the fainting goats. What's that? Something fainting.
They're really called fainting goats?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
I can't
And they
think
just,
of the name
they
though.
just stop and then they just fall over and then
Yeah.
they're stuck there till they come out of whatever.
What
I
is
don't know what
that
that is.
name? I like the little mini goats. That's what I would like, a homestead that's just like all minis, just all mini animals.
That's what my daughter
but
wants.
so many
then-
animals are so many goats.
What?
The mini goat, or you want mini?
Yeah, like
animals?
the mini goat. I like the mini goats. And then have you seen those?
Yeah, but that is not enough to feed the whole family.
Yeah, I've never eaten goat. I would want it for the like
You know
the
what
soap
to eat from
making and
goat.
stuff.
Goat is
I've
so
never-
good for you.
But if we needed to, we could eat one. You know.
Yeah.
I've never eaten
Everybody
Right.
called barbecue.
called it barbecue.
The miniature one gives milk, but not as much as the big one.
Maureen.
Okay. Goat's
Goat
good.
is good.
Right.
I've never had it. I don't know what it
I've never
tastes like.
I've never eaten goat. I
I'm
have
sorry,
a
but it's
friend.
your loss.
I know. Oh no, I'm not knocking it. I just have never had really the opportunity to eat it. But also, I've been around like petting zoo goats, and I don't know if it's because the male is going into rut. I think they call it rut when they're doing the whole "I'm peeing on my head and I'm sexy." And the herd takes on that kind of funk.
Yeah.
And so when people are like, oh yeah, goat's really good, I'm like, I can't register good meat with that smell. Like I can't
They-
get that smell out of my
They just
head.
it's just the males. They urinate on their face because it's mating season.
Yeah.
And
Look, baby, I'm sexy and I know it.
Some females think it's
Of
outstanding smell.
course.
They love it.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot tonight about.
You're wearing CKP1. It's
But it doesn't last. Once
Mhm.
once that season is over,
yeah.
that they lose that smell.
What do you do when they are in that season? Because I've heard this come up before, to get that out of your clothes when it gets into your clothes working with the goats. Because new homesteaders need to know. Do you guys have like any tip?
I really don't. I keep my goats separate. The
Okay.
male is always separate from the female.
Okay.
So you really don't put them together until you're ready for them to do all that stuff. But other
Okay.
than that, you keep them separate. So
Okay.
you really won't
Good.
get that smell on you that often. Because they will.
Oh,
if,
okay. Dave Corey says lemon. Lemon's helpful for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll rub into you a lot. And they
That's what I've
always,
heard.
if they like you, they always come to you so you can pet them and rub their head and all that.
Mhm.
But my male goat, I always kept them separate until it was time for them to start rutting and all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh, so there we go again. All Yubian males can have an udder.
That's wild. What?
It's
It'll be just
they,
What's
they,
the udder?
they have an udder, but it's not really an udder.
Udder.
Milk.
Like like cows have udders, the things you
Right.
pull down on to milk.
Oh, I thought that was called something else.
Teeth.
But okay.
They're
Well,
also
when,
Teats, the
Yeah,
teats.
you
that's
get
what
it
I
from-
thought they was called. That's what I thought they was
But
called. Why males down it?
because you can get the milk from the male. Now,
What?
on most males, you don't see it unless you propagate it.
How the
Do
heck?
males like you to milk them?
Not really.
This sounds kind of weird. I don't know.
Sorry,
I
boss.
feel out of place right now.
No, I mean,
It's
I ain't
more- it's
milking no
more like-
man. No, I'm sorry.
so, I
Mm-mm.
didn't mean it like
They're gonna come out
No.
cream.
Okay,
Gross.
okay,
Ew.
okay.
I don't even think about it.
Okay,
Why?
look.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm grossing myself
there's-
out. I'm gonna go in.
there-
I'm gonna cut myself off.
Okay, let me explain to you. You might understand a little better. So I'm
my.
gonna say it a
Oops.
decent way.
Okay.
With the male, nothing's sticking out. It's all on the inside. But right where the sack is in the
Mhm.
back, on the side of the sacks, you'll see two little nipples sticking out on the side of the sacks. Now that's where they do it for the males.
No way.
Yeah.
I guess,
Oh.
you know,
But
you got a picture of that?
Female sack is right in the center.
But I just could imagine J3 how disgusted I would feel if someone's like, "Hey man, come on, let's milk this goat." They was playing around or
Like-
whatever, and I don't see
Like-
what I'm supposed to see, and I'm doing it, and they say, "Oh look, his thing pop." No, I would feel gross. I would, and
yeah, I want to
Gross,
know
like,
who
I
discovered
would feel
that.
violated.
Mhm.
Right.
I would be mad at somebody. Yeah, like who's practicing and say, "Let's get this cream."
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean,
Actually-
each his own and stuff, but I'm cool on that. I'm a
Actually,
pass.
I had goats and everything and really didn't notice it anything until I was watching an Indian movie, and the Indian, he was milking a male goat. I said, huh?
Oh.
And then as I keep studying and looking at it, okay, you can milk a male, but it's not the best milk.
It's referred to as the precocious udder.
Oh, can you share that? Can you share that, Karen?
I don't. Wait a minute. No, hold up.
Uh,
Because the person asked the question, but this does not. Wait a minute.
Oh goodness!
Hold up.
Don't
Let me
pull
make
up that
sure.
picture.
Let me make sure.
Yeah, Google is not my friend right now.
Yeah.
I don't think this is part of the learning lesson that I wanted today. Like, I learned a lot that some goats don't have ears and all this stuff, but y'all teach me a little bit too much.
They just don't have the floppy kind of, puppy like.
It's a little ear, but they have
They
an
have a
ear.
little ear.
Oh, okay. And
La Manchas.
La Manchas. Thank you.
And Maureen, you had said something about the Hosky, H-A-K. I mean H-A-S-K.
Half
Oh.
cap.
Blueberry.
Yeah, that
HASK.
thing.
Berry.
Yeah, half cap.
There it is.
Those things
It's in the
are
bottle.
delicious. I've been
Half
calling
cap.
them honeyberries.
Don't let me see if I can blow it up
Oh.
more.
Oh, now she want to blow up the stacks.
Blow it up.
Well, what if I give you?
Wow.
full-
No, I
what if
can't. I can't. How do I
I
unlock?
do-
How do I enlarge it?
I did. I made it the whole screen.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Pause.
There we go. Pause it if you want to.
Pause.
Yeah, take that little. I can read it for the class. Occasionally, a goat will give milk without having kids. This is referred to as a precocious udder. And bizarre as it seems, there have been bucks that have been known to give milk. Yes, all bucks have teats. And no, a milking buck is not normal.
Amen.
There you go.
Amen.
I had to.
Now I had bucks around here, but I didn't know nothing about milking them until I was watching the
Yeah.
YouTube video, and the Indian guy, he was out there. Because they got that big old round sack hanging down, and then he on the side doing all. No.
That don't look right, sir. Excuse me,
Who
sir.
you telling?
Mhm.
No, I did not steer into the gutter. That wasn't me. Kind of. No. It's not. We're
But,
just
when
learning facts about animals. Thank you for.
you also have to think about, like, so with us humans,
Yeah.
we women, we do breastfeed, we have that
Mhm.
ability.
Yeah.
And you men also have nipples as well. So maybe,
Yes,
What?
but we're
What?
not. Yeah.
Men were not meant to do that.
No,
They are
they were not meant to be
And-
milked.
And the men that do that, I guarantee they had some kind of surgical done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
well, but you also have to have, like, we have mammary glands.
right.
They are designed to make the breast milk. So,
That's right.
Fact.
so
And
maybe with the goats, they do have, the male goats have some sort of mammary gland that they can.
Totem. I'll pass. I'll just pass on that milk.
No. Yeah, he also just said,
Yeah.
it's for barbecue. Stop.
Yeah.
It's barbecue.
Yeah. No, men have a chest. Pause. No nipples.
That's right.
Okay.
No nibblers.
Those are just chest
is there-
nickels.
So is there a specific name for the fainting goats, or are they just called fainting goats?
Fainting goats.
Yeah. Fainting goats.
Okay.
Okay. I thought I was missing like a name before the fainting.
Now,
It is
if
just
you
fainting.
hold a knife up in front of them, they faint so you don't finish the process.
Right.
Awesome.
No.
Keep them in possums. It'll always keep things lively in the petting zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I-
can scare you can scare that goat. He'll just not fall down.
Wow. That's so
Mm.
crazy.
I would like I'd like to have goats eventually, but I heard that, like, well, you don't seem to have any problems, but goats are notorious for getting out and, escaping all the time, right? That's what I've heard.
Only if you slip.
Only
Okay.
if you
Now-
sleep.
When I got my goats, I was in the bed. The police came knocking on my door. Him and one of the other deputies. These your goats? Now they know I'm the only one around here that got goats. Yeah. Your goats had my wife trapped in the car. They wouldn't let her out. All she had to do is get out. They ain't gonna do nothing to her. But
Yeah.
I took the goats back there. I said, "Now how y'all get out?" And goats, they'll tell you plain and simple. If you want to know how to do something, just stand there and watch.
Yeah.
Right.
So I put them back in the corral, and I waited a few minutes and just looked. They looked at me. They jumped on the chicken house, walked that little 2x4, and jumped over.
So you figured it out. What
So
they were
I went and
doing.
moved the chicken house off the fence.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to see how we
then-
did this? I'll show you.
Then last year the goats got out, I went walking around the whole pen. My wife went walking around the whole pen. My son, he was here. He went walking around the whole pen. My grandson went. Boy, where in the world are they coming out at? Everybody went back in the house. I just sat down and just waited. Dog, I forgot my goat name. Oh, Blessing. Blessing just went over to the fence. She pushed the fence and came on out. I said, now how she
No.
get? What it was, we were on the outside of the fence looking when I should
Oh.
have been on the inside of the fence looking. Because where your fence connect, I had cow panels. And
Mhm.
what it is, they push it enough and the staple come out. So what it does, once they get through, it just pop back in place.
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
I saw how she got out, came
Oh
back,
wow.
staple it, chain it up. So every place my panels connected, I
Mhm.
went and secured again and with everything, make sure it don't come apart.
Wow.
So they got out twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, you do have to have something secure. But you know, I want them for because I don't care for goat milk. Nope. Nope.
Goat
Nope.
milk is better than
about
the
goat
regular
soap?
milk.
I don't
It's
like the
better
taste.
for you. I
I've-
can't
Yeah.
get over the taste
In
either.
the last 5 years, I've drunk more goat milk than I drunk white milk from the store.
But his
Yeah.
goats are the ones that have the really good milk. It depends on the goat that they
Yeah.
milked, and also
Oh,
too how they treated everything
Right.
in the process, how
Right.
old it is, and too to be good. That was
New-
what I learned from Jess, because Jess
Right.
was like, next time I will get, and she wanted the ones you had because they have better milk.
Right. Nubians are the best milkers.
okay. Yeah, because I you know, when my kids were little, you know, and I was homeschooling, we do these little, you know, homeschooling kind of pro D or not pro D days, but we do these little activities with all the homeschooling groups, and we'd go to a goat farm, and just the smell of them, and then the smell of the milk, and the fact that it's warm. Like I can't drink cow's milk. I prefer my
okay.
favorite milk is rice milk, where they take the rice and they just
Yeah.
milk the little nipples on the rice, and I drink that. That is delicious.
No, they just rinse the milk and you get what comes
That's
from
right.
the starch.
That's right. There you go. What's really wild though is you can get lactic
got
acid
me.
from that. You
You
can
got
You can
me
get
with
what?
that one.
you can get lactic acid from rice. I saw a man actually, but you have to feed it milk. You have to feed it in turn. Like you soak it, you let it ferment.
Yes.
Then the liquid, you feed that liquid after you've strained everything off and kept the liquid, you feed that liquid milk. And
whole
the
milk.
the lactose. I'm thinking of the not lactic acid. I'm thinking of the
Well,
probiotic.
yeah, so you get
probiotic.
the curds in the way, and yes, I can't think of what it's Korean natural farming. It's a version of that. It's a
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
So my first year, I actually made that. I would just when
Oh.
I was making rice, I would just rinse my rice,
Mhm.
take that rice water, cook the rice over here, take it, let it sit, and then add it to the milk, let it ferment, separate the curds in the whey, and then that is an excellent fertilizer for the yard.
Mhm.
Or you could
Yep.
have took the rice, grind it up real good, mix it with water, and do the same process. Then you can even drink that one.
Yeah. Then you make your own rice milk. No, I prefer just to take the little rice grain and milk it out and get all the milk, GT. That's how I get the milk out.
Yeah, I'm pretty gullible. I was like, wow, really?
Yeah. Almonds have really big one. Like at the end, that's how they
How you
do
doing,
it.
Netta?
It goes faster. They keep them on a
Hey, Netta.
So
Thanks
did
for
you
coming
use
in.
tweezers?
Yeah,
Did you
right.
use tweezers or you had to use some
Uh,
baby fingers or something?
Yeah. So I didn't. So you know, growing up, I did drink some cow's milk, but as I got, in my teens, it was like, "Meh, it doesn't agree with me.
Mm.
So then, they didn't have all the fancy milks, and I can't have almond milks. I can't have tree nuts and stuff like that.
That's right. I forgot about
And
that.
yeah, and then so I don't drink milk, and so I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe the Nubians, maybe I would be okay with their milk, but I want them for more for servicing for, cleaning things, and because
Mhm.
they'll tear
Clear
down
the
grass.
land.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mhm.
but
Them
that's
and
the benefit. That's
pigs.
the benefit of them clearing the land is you get the
Mhm.
milk, you get the meat, you get the you make cheese, you make some everything.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah, and
And I
I would
lotion.
I guarantee you, if you would take the goat's milk, don't put no heat to it. You just strain it 3 or 4 times, and
yeah,
using coffee filters. Strain it
That's
using
okay.
coffee filter, and I guarantee you, you'll drink that, and you'll feel much better than drinking regular milk.
mhm,
Right.
Do
mhm.
not put
Yeah,
any heat to it. Do not put any heat to it.
yeah. Yeah, and
That
so, like,
mhm.
I grow things I can't eat honeydew or cantaloupe, but I'll grow them. Can't eat cherries, I will grow them, for my family, right? So, if I've got people that are gonna drink goat's milk and, eat goat's cheese and stuff like that,
Yeah.
definitely I would have them. Um,
Mhm.
so, I don't really like their little devil eyes. That does, kinda like, you look at them, it's like, I don't know. I feel like you're just gonna jump up and just and start,
No,
fighting me.
that was rabbits in Monty Python. The rabbits did it. So you just never know.
Just never know. It could be the goat
Mhm. Could
But no,
could be.
my plan is to have, more laying hens, and meat birds, and being able to have that. Then I would be, possibly, probably adding some pigs, because I would just like, again, pigs they'll
Mhm.
eat everything left over. There's zero waste when you got pigs.
Yeah.
So I would like
Yeah.
those, then maybe a cow. But in each one, it's like I need to learn how to take care of that. And then
Then
once I
move
feel
on.
like, okay, once I can
Yeah.
go, okay, I can do the laying hens, and I can do a pig. Okay, are you still okay? Everybody's still alive, good. Then add another animal in,
Yeah.
but I would like to go for I would like goats.
I think that's wise. Just how yeah. Very
Unfortunately,
wise.
pigs are the only thing I'm not allowed to have here. I can have a
Okay.
horse, cow, cantaloupe. I can
Really?
I can have
Is it
some everything. I just can't have a pig.
because they have a wild boar problem that they don't want people having pigs in the area? Like, do they have
I didn't get a good reason why. But
Yeah, because that's so
the
weird.
town that I'm in, you can have pigs, but you can't have it in the city. I'm in the city, and
Right.
I got a neighbor 6 houses,
Mhm.
4 houses down. He's got horses.
That's wild. And that's considered city limits? Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
we're in the middle of the city.
But
I
you
wanna
have your
move.
lot is pretty big though, right?
Yeah, I got 5.56 acres.
Oh, bless
Yeah,
you. That is nice.
yeah,
That is nice.
No, it's
yeah.
not. I got
Okay.
neighbors.
Yeah,
I
well,
want no neighbors.
I have a
Yeah.
0 lot line and I have neighbors that can look into my backyard.
I could spit out
Neighbors
the
that can
window
look
and
in
hit
your
my house.
bathroom.
Yeah, they probably could look in my bathroom thanks to Florida's thing with putting windows in our showers. Perverts. Yep.
Mm.
Yes, both my showers have windows in them, just in case I'd like to open the window and get some fresh air.
It's a small window, right?
It's a pretty good
quick
size.
window.
I could crawl out if there's an issue. I could crawl out. Not saying I will, because if I'm in there, I mean,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's a good point, Homestead Aquarius. If you have land with goats, chickens, and a garden, you can survive a whole lot. You could
Yeah.
do
Yes, you
very,
can.
very well.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, and again, like, a cow is huge, where at least a goat, that's still, a bit more manageable.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
you can get miniature cows. There's some
Yes,
small
that's what I
cows you
want.
can get.
Mhm.
yeah, the ones that are, about waist. You can get tiny little mini cows, but you can get ones that are, more like in that 3 feet, 4 feet size and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
Danny
so
had the smaller ones
Okay.
over at Deep South had I can't remember what he
Oh
had.
no, Danny got the big one.
He got the big ones out because
Yeah.
didn't he have the smaller
Deep
ones for a
South,
little
Deep
bit?
South Homestead.
Yeah, but didn't he for a little bit have the smaller ones? Who am I
I
thinking of?
I know he got the ones he got now. They're big,
He might have upgraded. He upgraded his
Hey, Marlene,
he did a
I'm
trade.
gonna get ready to go to bed. So,
Oh,
you know,
Okay.
CC.
Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Have a
CC.
good one, CC.
You got to go to work tomorrow, CC.
no, I'm going to church in the morning.
Bless you. Have a wonderful,
All right.
wonderful
I'm
Sunday.
gonna go pray
I'll
for
meet you there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah. And that again, I would like to have, I can't have a rooster in the city, but I would like to do where I'm, making my own babies, and with all that's coming down the pike and you don't know what it is and whatever. And it's like those are some things you go, I want to have it where I'm more self-sustaining for my family and and my neighbors and that. So that to me is an important aspect. So
Yeah.
but
No,
there you go. Like my Cricket Homes, little
Mhm.
homestead here, J3. She's got 100 acres in Ontario. She's 11 kilometers back in the bush, so she has no neighbors.
Are you married? Oh, I forgot I'm married. That's all right. I forget that I'm married.
See.
And she's in Canada. It gets cold.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
has snow.
Yeah, you got the snow.
And
you
I
still-
will. And I will keep the furnace going.
Oh,
That's right.
but I'm talking about when you
I'm
got to go
talking
and
about the pot
feed
belly
the
stove.
animals. Okay,
The
and I
pot
mean,
belly stove.
I don't want that weather because you
That's
still
what I
got to
thought
go
it was
outside
really
and
meant.
feed those animals in that
Oh,
cold.
No,
Rob
I don't like the cold.
Valentine. Thanks for hanging out and coming in. Appreciate that. Thank you. I think you and I are
Oh.
new friends. We are new.
Yeah,
friends.
rabbits are good for me too. Absolutely.
Mm.
That's something that I'm thinking I could keep, but I still can't keep enough to sustain the family.
No.
And then come summer, I'm out there freezing
Oh,
2-liter
she
bottles
said
all the
she-
time.
Oh, I thought you said she had 100 acres. No, she's only on she's 11 kilometers from in the back. How long?
Yeah,
How far
but
is 11
she
kilometers?
does she so 11 kilometers
That's
you
shorter
know with
than a mile, isn't it? A kilometer shorter than a mile.
1 kilometer is 2.2 miles.
Yeah, rabbits are great
Okay.
for the poop.
5
Yep.
miles in. But no, up the top she did say she's got 100 acres in mostly in forest.
Look in there.
Mhm.
Oh, let me act right.
Well, they do have thruples now. So maybe if the wife is into that, you could just, band together in some way. Not in something perverted, just
I want to
We're
know if does this a no crow collar, is that good or is that a bad thing? You know how it's like to stop your, I know it's going
Yeah.
to stop you from making the sound in
Yeah.
the city, but it's like, is that
Is it
you know,
electrocuting them? Yeah. Like
It's probably like a dog collar.
that's what I'm thinking. Is it like a no bark collar?
a Banty rooster that don't crow at all?
Okay.
Oh.
Now, I had a rooster out here where I'm at, and I used to ask my neighbor. I said, "Do you ever hear my rooster crowing?" She said, "I hear him once or twice, but I like to hear him because when he start making that noise, it's time for me to get up." I said, "Okay."
Mhm.
She never complained about it, so I said, "We good."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know people up the street, I think they have a rooster, but nobody has said anything. But I just imagine like, my neighbors, like my property isn't as big as up the street.
Mhm.
And this is like, it's a quarter of an acre. So
See,
just try.
y'all acting like that. She said she got a wooden stove. See, I told you I can bring the
Yeah,
wood
no, I did.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Y'all
sadly,
better
it was
stop
4
it.
years ago. 4 years ago that her house burnt down. So
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I'm so sorry
Yeah.
to hear that.
yeah, it was up higher. But you guys were all chatting, and it is a color
Yeah,
that goes
I saw
around.
Okay.
Look, yeah.
Let me
Well,
Let me see.
yeah.
I'll do the looking up and we'll see. Let's see what that is. If you want.
I wonder
Penny.
if I can like ask the city if petition like I don't know what it's called, but ask the city if we can have roosters since everything is changing the way it's changing and stuff. It's like we
Oh,
should be able to produce our own, chickens and stuff like that.
But
Yeah.
I don't.
but your
Okay.
rooster
Yeah.
would be in the house, right? In the garage with the rest of them, right?
Yeah, but eventually I would try to take them outside. I don't want them in there. I'm gonna try to convince my wife to let me take them outside.
Hmm.
So yes,
Well, you got to look at your weather too, though.
They
Mm.
How often is it warm for you?
how what?
How often is it warm up there?
Chickens like the cold weather. They're bred and
I
they're bred
know they
for
do.
Alaska.
Okay, go for
yeah,
it.
they
I
have
I
some that are for Alaska. Sean in Alaska they acclimate them to the weather, so then they won't need special devices to keep them alive when it gets really cold. They do. That's true. I've heard that, and I've seen it with one of the channels in Alaska.
She
Yep.
says she does have 100 acres, but she's
I
got
told
neighbors.
you.
But if you
But
got
you
All
100
right.
still have
acres, if you got 100 acres, your neighbors ain't next door.
Mm.
Okay. This is off of Timu. Forgive me, but it has the example
Get roosters
Okay.
in.
for those of you who don't like Timu. Just saying. There he
Yeah.
is. Yeah, but I have another
That's good,
example.
Rob.
That's what it looks like. And then here's a lovely one, but it doesn't have good ratings off of Amazon. If I can get it. Darn it. No, I can't. Let me see. Let me stop sharing. Oh, is it sharing it?
Oh, just hang on.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute.
You got-
Let me go through and do it again with the
All right.
sharing. I'll bring it back up. Hold on.
I'm still new to that sharing thing, so
Yeah, I'm still new to it and I've been here 4 years. Don't say anything in the back rows, please.
I like the
Okay.
and the other thing is that you
See?
oh, that's so cute.
It can be so you could maybe make your own. I wonder if they're like those slap bracelets. Like you remember those that got banned from schools because they had metal they were rigid. They look like they could be like a rigid thing around them too. Like whoop.
Yeah, I like Rob's point. And also the other thing is that you don't go and ask questions, GT. You don't go say, hey, can we have this? You just go do. And then when somebody
That's
says,
it.
hey, you can't have a rooster, if nobody complains, because my like I said, my neighbors just down the street here,
Yeah.
they've got roosters. Nobody's saying anything. They probably assume that you can. So then if you're not allowed, they'll come and say, hey, you're not allowed. You go, well, I didn't know that. I guess I'll have to get rid of my rooster now. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
plead the
want to
fifth.
draw attention to myself. The way I am,
Like you said,
most of the time I rather ask for permission to ask for forgiveness. I'm just built like that most of the time.
Yeah.
But I feel
the
you.
same. Yeah, I did the same. I asked permission and found out I can't have fowl at all, like nothing. And then I was like, maybe I should ask for forgiveness and just did it.
Yeah, I prefer to ask for
I ain't
forgiveness.
asking nothing.
I'm just
It's
doing it.
my property. I'm putting what I want on there, and then we can hash it out later.
So then what happened with the pigs? Did you get a pig and find out the hard way, or did a neighbor?
You froze them, Maureen.
Oh, how did I freeze
You're
it?
back. You're fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get rid of this one. There we go. Is everybody
Oh,
still
it's
here?
it's J3. It's his signal.
Yeah.
I hate that when you don't know.
She had to run. I had to run out to the outhouse, and it's snowing like
Oh.
crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
No.
well, chickens, their natural temperature runs at 104 degrees. So chickens are they're pretty warm. Yeah.
That is so weird. We have two, but one is still loading of J3.
Oh, okay.
that
Let me just
bizarre?
move this one.
Another
There it
one of
goes.
me loading.
Yeah, it was like loading. Wait, you're here, but this is loading.
You are now. You're not. So
But
so
yeah,
minus 40.
I built a big house for my chickens when I first started. My
Mhm.
chickens never been in the house. My chicken always been outside, and we had freezing weather and everything. They get a little ball and they stay warm. Next morning they out doing their thing, and that's
Mhm.
never lost a chicken the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
Garden Warrior, how you doing?
She's back.
Hello. What?
So Maureen, do you have those HASK berries?
Yep. Haskell.
How you
I
like
do
them?
The first year I put them in, we did get some. Last year I had up potted them, so I wasn't getting any blueberries. I'm allergic to blueberries, but my kids really like
Oh.
them. They say they remind them a little bit more of a Saskatoon. Do you know what a Saskatoon is? Saskatoon berries. They are
Never heard of
wild up here in Canada. A lot of Saskatoon berries. Again, in that family. Saskatoon berries and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Never heard that.
Saskatoon. Just like
Saskatoon.
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Oh,
There's a name of a
Saskatoon.
town called Saskatoon. So
So now, can
Oh.
you grow all that over on the island? I've
What, the
seen
Sask-
that. Yeah, the Saskatoon, and like they're okay for your zone. And you're
Yeah.
what, comparable to what zone?
I'm
You
9.
said 8.
I'm 9.
9.
I'm 9B.
There you go. There you go. I
Mhm.
gotta move.
What are you, Carol?
I'm 10B, and they
Good
still
Lord.
You're
they still
9B.
left me. No, 10B. I'm 10B, and they still left me in 10B, which it really seems like we are 10B, 11A. We're getting closer and closer to like the tropics rather than subtropical.
Mm.
It's hot. Good Lord.
It's getting really hot during the summers, and then also
Mm.
very wet. So it's very, very tropical.
So
Uh,
I'm looking to give
Garden-
away a
Garden
12-year-old
Warrior.
hot one.
Garden Warrior, I got an 11-year-old here. 11-year-old boy.
Oh, that would be a bad mix then. Nope.
No.
No, that would not be good.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't want no more coming here.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. Especially not a 12-year-old girl with the 11-year-old boy. They'll, you know.
What
No,
are you
one of them have
doing
to
writing
go.
that kind of bullshit on my live? Come on. Whatever.
Yeah, you'd have some global warning if you put the 12-year-old girl with the 11-year-old boy. That could be-
Warning. Global
Mhm.
warming.
Yep, warming.
No, ning. Warning.
Mhm.
Warning.
You need a warning. No, nope. Nope.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't look like you have any takers there, Garden Warrior.
All the men are like, mm-hmm. Yep.
No, mm-mm. No, I'm good.
Yep.
It's like my youngest is 28, turning 29.
Not this
and, like,
time.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like my youngest is turning 29 in 2 weeks, and it's like,
Aw.
I want to go back to that. Nope. I'm good. Good.
Mm.
Live by
I would do
myself.
it all over again. I would have
More power
more.
to you, man. More power to you.
I'm talking about like I listened to your live that you had yesterday, J3, and I would have like 7 more. I really would.
Wow.
But see, you're a young man.
Yeah.
Oh, good night, Planter
I
Garden. I
done
didn't know you were
passed
here.
the young
Thanks for coming and
stage.
hanging out.
He planted
I think plant a garden. I think when he
night.
says good night, I think that means hello.
like good evening.
Oh.
I think that
Yeah.
when he says good night, that's his greeting.
Okay,
'Cause
thank
If you
Oh, okay.
notice, he does it every time he comes in the chat. I think that's his greeting. That's what I think. I'm not speaking for the man. I'm just I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because then
And
he's
it's night where he's at anyway.
Yeah.
It's night where he's
So
at
it's like
right
good
now
evening.
anyway.
It's like saying good evening. Yeah. Oh, here you go. I'll send her to you. Our aides all say she's the best birth control.
oh, she's the
Nah,
best.
nah.
No.
Nah.
Mm,
Nah,
No, not 12-year-olds. No.
nah,
no.
nah.
No.
Not 12. My son's 14. That would be bad.
Yeah, that.
No.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
I don't want grandkids yet. No.
No.
I didn't become
They
a
right-
dad until I was 30, so I don't want grandkids. No.
Yeah.
They right
no.
at the age. Hey, they right at the age of experimentation. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was experimenting at 11, so I no.
That's why
Exactly. I know who I was. Lord. No.
So you would GT, you said you
Garden
would have
Warrior,
7
you need
more?
to go back to sleep and wake up again.
I love I love being a parent. I love it, love
Okay.
it. Like
Huh.
the trials and tribulations, a little bit that he gives me, I'm there
Yeah.
for it.
See, that
Right.
But
sounds
he's only
like
14.
I got
Mhm. my
I got married in 85, and I told my wife I wanted 10 because I'm only child. I wanted 10 children.
mhm.
She stopped at 2,
Yeah.
and then
Did
I
you?
inherited 3 more.
Oh, well, there you go.
Mhm.
So I'm content with them 5. I'm content with them
Mhm.
5.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I had,
And
like I had 5. I'm like I didn't have well, number one, I don't believe in terrible twos, and I don't believe in angsty teens. Right? You
Mhm.
go,
Yeah.
it's like you think about
You don't
days
speak
gone
that.
by,
Yeah.
you
You don't
know,
speak that. Yep.
the women around,
Mhm.
my ancestors sitting around in Africa, they're not like, oh, you know, uh, Abuda Day, he's going through terrible twos. It was like, no, he's not going through terrible twos. That's
Yeah.
not what he's going through, and so I had really fabulous kids. I will say the age I hate the most is the 20s, 30s, because
Mhm.
now you have no, like, they're living on their own, and you're like, you're doing stupid stuff. Let me come over and smack you. And they go, you can't do anything to me now, Ma. I can do it on my own. Look at me screwing up my life. I'm just gonna screw it up on myself, and then you're gonna come out and save me anyway. And it's like, dang it.
Yep.
20s is the adults is what I hate the most.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
just
it.
like,
That's it.
Yeah.
because it's like, oh
I
my God,
think. Yep.
what did you
I think
buy?
you're right.
You spent all your money on that? Why?
Yeah.
You got a 17th tattoo? Why? Oh, I got it for free, Mom. It's fine. Why?
She
Mm.
Garden War, she was 22, so she could have had 10, and we could have been finished before her 30th birthday.
Yes.
All she had to do was have 3 sets of twins.
Yeah, because that's just so easy.
That's
Just
right.
yeah, because the mom, like after spitting out 2 sets, just is like, let me go back at that again,
That's right.
please.
Mhm.
Hey, keep going till you get it right.
Yeah. Especially when they're in diapers and trying to get them on that
Oh,
toilet, and you got 4 of them. Oh,
Yeah.
how was that,
Garden Warrior,
Maureen?
Garden Warrior, she has a set of twins, so
That's right, she does.
But,
she
right.
she
and
knows
now
twins.
Yep.
my wife didn't go to work until all my kids were in middle school, getting
Yeah.
ready to go to high school.
That's awesome. That's
Thanks for
awesome
coming in, my
that you
Cricket
guys
Little
could do
Homestead. It
that.
was great to get to know you more, and I'm hoping
Nice to
everybody
meet you.
will go and check out your channel and
I think I
give you
did
some
that.
love and support and see all the things that you do.
I
So have a good
subscribe.
day, darling.
I got you, my
I'm
crooked little
definitely going over
homestead.
there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she grows like a lot of stuff and does the
Mhm.
things.
And she's in the cold.
Yeah, I've got to get over to see
I got too much
J3. I
stuff
was
sitting up
thinking
here
of
on the
him
desk.
yesterday. I
Mm.
got to get over and see him. It's so hard to stop by
I got
everybody's
too much
channel.
stuff sitting on the desk. Can't get nothing.
Mm, You want me to show you this room and make you feel better? Ooh, it's
Well,
yeah.
I gotta, I'm not showing you what's going on behind here.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have had a sixth. I wanted to have an even number of kids. That was
Mm,
important to me. And
yeah.
but I got too sick after the boys after each birth that I said, if I try again, I could not be alive, and I don't need to leave
Yeah.
6 kids alone without their mom.
No, that's
So I
true.
stopped at 5.
2
But
12-year-olds. God bless you, Q. Oh my goodness. God bless you, girl. And they're
205.
all females in the house too.
Yeah.
I made
that
206 for you, country.
that was
What did you
nice.
say?
I think he meant my crooked little homestead, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, he's thinking of that country and he wants to get on those acres and figure
Yeah,
out
you're not gonna investigate.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
not gonna investigate.
of course.
She
Yeah,
might,
I
she might
would.
have a husband there. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all might need to work together to help out with that's a lot of
It's
land.
100 acres. I'm sure you could go in
Yeah.
here. I'm going to take my, 25 acres and you have
Oh.
75 and you just buy 25 from her.
Yep.
No,
That's what
Uncle
happened.
Sam said I can have 100. Uncle Sam said I can have 150, and that's what I want. 150.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah. And 18. So you got a 12, 18, and a 12, 8, and an 18.
Or is that a
Yeah.
12-month, an 8-year-old, and an 18-month-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
The M's are confusing me.
Are they? I don't know.
Maybe
I'm
it's
too old.
a 12, an 8, and an 18-month-old. The M just got in there somehow with the 12.
Okay. You're going to have to just be, I'm old, Rob. I'm speaking for myself here, that you got to be very plain and clear. And I'm also I am kind of just like simple-minded. I'm just very like, code doesn't do well for me. What are we making, GT?
Yeah.
18 months. It is.
I did the green beans, the squash, the butternut squash. I did some pork chops in the air fryer, and I said, if you're still hungry, let's do a salad. So I went on and washed the greens and put the bacon bits, the cheese, and
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, now they got
Okay,
them.
so you got 2 boys and a
Yeah.
girl. I got 3 girls and 2 boys, and that order.
Here you go.
My dad was so happy I was his fourth child that I was a girl. I guess his boys were pretty wild. And so and my sister was not. She was very calm. So he kind of put that pressure on me. I was a combination of both. Wow, J3.
Oh, you're just showing off.
Yep. You are.
That's beautiful.
I have a 30, well, let's see, 35, a 25, and a 9-year-old.
Wow.
And it's his, so step, ours, and then we adopted our foster son. Mm-hmm. I got a little bit of everything.
Mine are come on.
Oh, are those Dungeness?
Alaskan crabs.
I'm cooking these in the morning.
Who
eat that for morning? Who eat that for breakfast?
What kind of those?
Alaskan.
They're the Dungeness. They were $13.
Dungeness. Yeah, that's great price. What?
I was about to say Dungeness because they look.
I said that.
They're the Dungeness. They're the short ones.
Yeah, they're the shorter legs. The Alaskan.
Yeah, so that's what I'm cooking in the morning.
Hey, GT. You got South Fulton down there getting all happy and everything. She ain't eating them. But
I know. I'm
who that,
happy
Cassandra?
for you. No, I said I'm all happy
Carol.
for you.
Oh yeah. They the reason why I'm cooking them in the morning is because I go to work from 10 to 6, so that way I can have this for my dinner before 6 o'clock. Yeah,
Nice.
So that's why I'm gonna cook it before I go to work. Yeah.
I love crab.
Oops, not that one. Sorry. I think there probably is other homeschooling homesteaders. I wasn't a
But
homesteader. I wasn't a homesteader when I homeschooled.
Yeah.
That was GT Homestead Aquarius says that is completely unnecessary to show GT. Rude.
I can't get over the price.
I'm just sharing my life.
That's incredible.
Just share my life.
Share your life. Share your life. Yeah. So I'm not sure about any other homesteading homeschoolers. Like I said, I homeschooled and then I became a homesteader as a very old woman.
Yeah.
It was, But any grandchildren that come in, it's like again over grandma's dead body. Nobody's going to school. Grandma will teach. Everybody will come and hang out at the farm. I don't care where you live. You're all moving back with me. My kids are not allowed to keep their kids. Told them that.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh no, no. They're mine.
They say they're triple washed. They say
Yeah.
triple wash. Do y'all believe
Wow.
it?
Just wash it yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My grandson,
Right.
we homeschooled the year the C happened. He was homeschooled for that year.
Yeah.
Right.
He was for a year and a half. He was homeschooled.
Yeah.
Then we let him go
It's
back to public
hard.
school.
Yeah, it's hard if they've been in school already and they're social to pull them and homeschool them, and then it's hard to just change
Yeah.
when they're older. From if they're a social
That's
child.
why he's an A student now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He always come home and show me he make sure he show me his progress, not the progress, there's not one time he ain't been on honor roll.
That's
So
awesome.
Wow.
That is
he
awesome.
make sure he show it to me because
Mhm.
when he bring it home he gets $25.
Great.
I had
Nice.
to cut
That's
back on
great.
it. I had to cut back on it because he was coming home too often with honor roll.
I was gonna say, let me just change that. So
Yeah.
mine are 35, 34, 32, 30, 28. And everybody will move up one this coming year. So
Yeah,
mine
that's
range
mine too. Yeah.
from 36 to 29, all
Mhm.
5. I had them close together.
Mhm. It's funny because I have April, May, and then we skipped a month, and I have July with my kids.
But let me
Oh.
see, where's it at?
The-
Now the 36 and the 33 is what
Mhm.
she actually had. The other
Okay.
ones we inherited.
Okay.
Mhm. Oh, all right around in the middle there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they've kind of filled in. Yeah.
They were the fill-ins.
Yeah, like
But
the
they should
Brady
have came from
Bunch.
my loins. They should have came from my loins.
This is
Mm.
true. This is true. This is true. Yeah, and in my family there is a lot of grandkids between the 5 of us.
Mhm.
I think my mom talked about it a few weeks ago, and it was like I think we're at 25, 26 grandchildren, and then there
Oh.
is probably between 7 and 9 greats and that. So and
Good night,
whatever.
Rob.
So, thanks, Rob, for coming in. Have a
All
good
right.
sleep.
Mhm.
You too.
Yep.
All the best.
Yep.
Happy gardening.
I'm like
Oh,
homeschooling, but it's special needs, and then I don't really homestead. The homesteading is in my heart, but it's
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I
you
I,
only
got
got 5 grands.
you have a
what
lot of
was that?
knowledge in
5?
your head. He's got 5 grands.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. I have 3 right now, but that's through the older daughter, and we don't really get to see them because they live up in Georgia. So,
Mm.
and they
That's a good place for them to be.
yeah, Georgia's a great
They'd be
state. I have
well
no
taken care
problem.
of.
Yeah, I have no problem with the state. Mm-mm, mm-mm. They have them in private school. They live a nice life. Those kids, they got a really nice life.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would like to actually still thinking about Georgia, but I kind of like the whole South Carolina has the same tax structure as Florida that we're used to. Like we're not used to filling out that other state tax paper at the end of the year. I
Mm.
don't know what that's about. Like what, you know, like there's your federal, and then certain states have their state one that
State
you hand.
taxes too.
Yeah. I don't know what. I mean, Florida, your insurance for your home is basically paying state tax now. It's ridiculous because of the hurricanes. Like, yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Mhm.
Well,
It's like a mortgage
I,
payment for some
I'm not gonna
folks.
say I'm not gonna say unfortunately, but fortunate because I was in the military and all this other stuff that go with it. I don't pay those taxes. So
Right.
that's why I
Okay.
say I'm blessed. And that's why they say I can have 150. I just ain't found it yet.
Wow. Wow. So are you?
Would you try to stay
will?
in Georgia?
Say again?
Well, actually, go ahead, Carol. You ask your question.
Is that a wounded veterans thing or the
Yeah, some
lev- level of service? I wasn't sure because my husband's Army veteran, but he didn't serve in combat. My father served in combat.
No,
and
you
we
got a
had-
good husband. I
Mhm.
bet you that's a good man you got. That's a good man, ain't he?
He's a pretty good
Yes.
man. When we couldn't get that, I tell you what, the only time I ever saw him take out
That's right.
his Army skills, other than being a hardworking man and being dedicated to his family, because duty first, he squared up on that big old iguana that kept eating my moringa. And I was like, dang, you did learn how to shoot. That little
Hey.
sexy man in there. Look at you. It just the pellet gun. She's like getting on.
He get his benefits, right? He get his
He gets
benefits.
he gets the VA. He's that's basically his benefit. My father wasn't able to get the other benefit near the end of his life because they put so much paperwork in between him
Right.
and
Ah,
him and his stuff.
Long as he get his benefits, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Long as
Oh,
he get
I'm
his
grateful he
benefits.
got into the VA. I think it took 2 times for them to be like, "Oh yeah, you were in the Army. Okay, we do. Yeah, we're supposed to let you be here. Okay."
mhm, mhm.
Crazy
Yeah.
stuff. Crazy.
So J3, would you? I'm saying, like, are you looking to find your 150 acres in Georgia?
Yes.
Okay, you would stay in Georgia. That's where you want to be.
I want to stay where it's cool but not freezing
Mhm.
and hot but not Florida hot.
Yeah.
Not boiling.
Atlanta hot is hot. That's Florida hot. I've been to Atlanta and it floored me how hot.
Atlanta's not that hot.
They call it Hotlanta for a reason.
That's not because of the weather.
Oh,
Not because of
I
the weather,
didn't-
but it is hot in Atlanta.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. Oops, sorry. But it was hot because my car's AC died right when we got there. And you know how Atlanta likes to shut down roads during rush hour and all kinds of terrible times. They shut down some roads, so we're in congested traffic.
I'm closer to Savannah.
Oh, are you? Oh, that's nice. So yeah, you're getting some ocean breezes then still if you're near Savannah.
I'm close to Savannah.
So then did you make it to the Black's tropical thing in Savannah?
I'm not getting the ocean breezes.
Oh, darn.
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
You were there?
No, I want to go, but
were you there?
I didn't get to go.
Oh.
I told her about it that she needs to come.
Well, I tell you what, you can make it this year, April.
Mm. Oh.
April 5th, 6th, and 7th.
It's amazing.
I will be there.
Oh. It would be so fun to go meet everybody.
I know.
Hey, Sweet Thumb, thanks for coming in.
What's up, Sweet Thumb?
Yeah, Savannah can get hot. Yeah,
humidity.
It can get very humid there. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's where we left Florida when, what was it? I forget the name of the hurricane. Was it Irma? Not Irma. There was one that was supposed to come up right the center of Florida at a 5. And I took the kids and we left. My husband, of course, wanted to stay here.
2018 and 19.
I believe it's actually 2017. It was 2017 and it was supposed to go up because I went to my parents' house in PA, but we stopped it in Savannah because we wanted to see if we could see Savannah, which it just didn't work out. I was too exhausted. My son wasn't sleeping. When I stopped in Savannah, my son wouldn't sleep in the hotel room. So I'm like, no, we can't. We got to get up to Grandma and Pop's.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was humid. I didn't realize, but it's pretty. I mean, it reminds me of northern Florida. They've got like the big oak trees with the moss, like the Spanish moss in certain places hanging down. But I didn't get to go and see like the sights. I wish I did. Atlanta's hot, but also, oh, it is. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
why it's
Atlanta
called
is hot, but
Hotlanta.
also one of the upside down pineapple capitals of the US too. So yeah, hot Atlanta.
So people like to swing on things in Atlanta. Okay. I didn't know that. I will never use that term Hotlanta again. Oops.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It's always a good joke.
I don't understand what that all that means.
No, no. Well,
Yeah, I don't
don't
understand
ever.
that one.
Okay, if you're in a grocery store, never flip a pineapple upside down in your cart. It used to be a signal to swingers that you also like to swing too. It was one of
Oh,
their, yeah, it was one of their things.
The
So yeah.
upside down pineapple capitals.
Mhm.
Oh.
oh.
I was like, I
Yeah.
knew why it was hot,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that part of it. Oh
No,
wow.
I
Right.
didn't either.
There was
I
an
didn't either.
indication to say why.
Yeah. And I didn't know that even about our state with the villages, that that's what that area is. Like they just looked like they were all having fun and partying. I was so glad I didn't go to visit because I didn't know.
That's right.
We're back.
Yeah. Did we freeze up on you again?
So now you can just say cool Atlanta instead of hot Atlanta.
Yes. Yes. I say
It
something.
keeps coming and going.
Right.
Oh, I've had that.
You're just seeming to you time out a little bit and then you catch up. So must be late over there. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So how many
Yeah.
goats do you have, J3?
None now.
Oh.
I had a total
They're all in my
of
belly.
I had a total of 12. But I sell them too. I had this Jamaican guy that always want goats. So
Mm-hmm.
about every 6 months, every year, he gets a goat. And then I got rid of everything this year so that I
Mhm.
can restructure my whole area and make the
Mhm.
backyard for the kids. And then I moved the farm area further back. And as soon as I got rid of all the goats, 4-H called me and said I had to pick up a sheep the next day.
No way.
So it messed me up. Now I got a sheep still in the backyard, and my dog's always back there anyway.
Oh wow.
Mhm. Yeah. If you
But
ever see it,
I got to find somebody to process. I could
Mhm.
process them myself, but it's too much work for just me. And
Yeah.
I went to a butcher shop the other day, and I didn't know there was regulations in processing a sheep.
Oh,
So
no, I didn't know that
I might have to
either.
find somebody else to process them for me.
I had no idea.
So
Hmm.
regulations, what is it that's makes your sheep not processable by
And
this shop?
they said it's too much paperwork to process sheep. They process pigs, cows, what is it? Goats, and they process deer only during
Hmm.
deer season.
Hmm.
But they said it was too much process to process a sheep. So he said
Maybe
it's too much paperwork.
maybe the Jamaican neighbor would like a little new meat, and you could sell him
No,
a
no,
sheep.
no. That's
You
going
want
in
the
my
meat?
freezer.
Okay.
That's going in my freezer. I done spent. He'd been here since school was out last year, and
Oh
I done
yeah,
paid for a whole bunch of feed.
yeah.
So he gonna
Yep.
feed me.
There you go.
Mhm.
Accidental livestock. Yep. It happens, I guess. I never
So
knew that.
sorry, J3.
No,
So
go ahead.
you've had sheep meat and goat meat before?
No, this would be the first sheep meat. I
Hmm.
had lamb chops and all that stuff, but I bought that from the store. This will be
Yeah.
my first hands-on.
Mm.
Mm. That'll be interesting.
I would process it myself. It's just too much work for me. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's what I think of. Like at 53, if we do end up getting land, I've seen them process a pig before on Justin Rhodes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be making my own bacon on the homestead. Nope. I'm gonna have to find a neighbor who's younger who likes to do that.
Well, the thing to it is, I can do it. The only problem is it's just too much for me. And
Yeah.
if I had 2 other people, it wouldn't be a problem. I could do it. We could take turns doing whatever need to be done.
Exactly. You need, yeah. And that's what you saw there was like, even though they were teaching a class, you saw that it takes more than one person to process a pig. Oh, yeah.
And these things I got around here, I wouldn't even have them on my property. They ain't worth. They're not even worth to come on my property.
Welcome back.
I understand.
Yeah. Like I don't, I have no intention of ever taking on learning how to process any large animals, but I've learned how to do the chickens. I've just done the chickens, never done turkeys, ducks, or anything like that. So it is something that, I can do that processing.
Yeah. You've got fowl down. I think once you've been processing chickens, you basically the same thing pretty much for most.
But no, it's best to learn it all. It's best to learn all because you never know what situation you end up being in. So it's best to learn how to do all the animals.
Yeah.
The only reason I know how to do the sheep and stuff because I've done it to deers. And the easiest thing to process is a squirrel and a rabbit. Those are the easiest things ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are the squirrels the ones you can just pull it on down?
Yeah, break the neck off and pull the skin off. That's it.
Okay.
I think you do the same thing with the rabbit.
Yeah. It is a shame that YT has to be kind of so conservative with that because people want to know those things, like how to process. Especially, I didn't grow up with hunting. My father didn't want anything to do with guns after coming home from World War II. So I don't know that. I don't know any of it. I wish I did.
I've got a video. I got 2 videos. I got 2 videos where the fella came in and processed the goat.
Okay.
And I just won't show it because it shows a bit too much.
Yeah.
And I know that they're gonna strike me if I do show it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's a shame though, that they do. It should be like YouTube University. They should maybe have a warning on the video and are you over 18 or whatever?
That would work.
They have they should do that. I'm gonna drink out of the faucet now. Just get a little drink.
But it's best to learn it all. It's best to learn it all.
Yes, yeah.
Right there.
I think I would watch, but I don't know that I would have the, the strength to, pick up a dead pig and,
well,
do
even
all
the
that.
deers too.
No.
I
Yes,
see the hunters.
yes, you will.
Oh.
If you get hungry, you will.
Well, I might just lay it on the ground and start cutting it from the ground.
Right.
I don't believe that I could do it unless I had to. I think I would become a vegetarian. I would just keep on planting food every day to try to sustain myself. I eat acorns. I'll try to do everything. I'll roast everything.
Yeah.
I'm just
Fish.
built different. I process the afterlife differently when I look. I can't even do a fish. My dad done call me names when we go on the boat, like those boating trips y'all see us do.
Yeah.
I catch the fish, but the rest of the part, I have no parts of it.
You can't do that.
I can't even. I hit it the one time, and then I looked at his eyes, and I dropped the bat, and my dad called me names, and it was like he should know me. I've always been a leader.
Yeah.
I don't fall weak for peer pressure. Like he called me the names, and it was like, so what? You can call me whatever you want to. I ain't hitting that thing no more. Nah, I quit. I ain't gonna bring you no more. No, bring me then. I told you I don't do that, man.
You hit it one good time, you ain't gotta hit it again.
I know, but I did it, and then it went and I was like, oh man. I looked in his eyes. I was like, nah, I can't do this.
You can't be looking in the eyes. Just can't.
Yeah, that got me.
Just can't do that. Well, then you just go ahead.
But then I'm 2A. Like I'm like it. It's like I don't understand my logic behind it, but I understand. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
That's hard.
Mhm.
So you
Uh,
he needs a killer to come along with. How's the wife with, bludgeoning things for food? Like, could she just poop for you? Like, you catch it and she'd be like, take it over here and just whoop. Like
I
teamwork.
don't,
Could
I
she do
don't
it?
know. My wife a little gangster now. She got a
See,
little
I
gangster
knew.
in her.
I
Yeah,
knew.
she got a
I
little
knew it
gangster
was
in
the
her.
wife that would be able to do it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Now,
So you'll be
now
okay.
I'm the fighter. I do but
Yeah.
when it comes down to certain parts of,
Hmm.
it just
Yep.
my brain has to flip,
Yeah.
and once
Right.
it flip, it's just a mentality. I'm just not built for it just yet. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll get there. You'll get there. We're
And
usually
I'm sorry.
opposites. No, that's okay. I was just thinking, like, okay, if he can't do, I bet the wife could do that one part. I think you'd miss
Yeah.
out though. Once she does, like, if you're out and you get a moose or something like that, if you're still in Alaska, you'd feel bad when she took down that moose, and you'd be like, man, could have done that.
And yes, and that would change me. Yeah, that would make me feel some kind of way. It's like, man, she can do it. I can do it too. Wait a minute, she a girl. I can do it. I'm a man.
Now talk
Yeah, I
about.
think.
Have you processed a moose? Have you ever done that, J3? Have you ever
Oh,
gotten anything that big?
not a moose, a deer.
Just
A
a
deer,
deer.
not a moose,
Yeah.
a deer.
Because a moose is like processing a horse.
Yeah, we don't have mooses in Georgia.
Yeah, I know you didn't. I just didn't know if you ever went.
Right. We don't have moose.
Like they never club a baby seal. Oh my god.
Yeah. Is there any moose in the?
I think
the
it's
state?
northeast Vermont.
Okay.
Vermont
Okay.
has them.
We have moose
Yeah.
there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're commonplace up here.
I used to go hunting all the time on Fort Stewart
Mm-hmm.
down in Hinesville. The deer's the only thing you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's not common down in the south to see a moose.
Right.
I just didn't know if you had ever traveled and done any like
I
something
Yeah, we
like
traveled
don't-
that.
not for no moose.
I
We
hear
don't do
moose
moose.
meat's pretty good. Is it good, GT? Have you tried moose meat?
yes, I have.
Is it
It
all
is.
right? Is it good?
I think it's. I can't remember. It was. I have caribou, moose, and something else. I had one of those other two. Another one of those animals. One of them is. I had bear. I think bear is a
Oh.
little sweet, or caribou. One of them is a little sweet.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a little tough, and one of them is big gamey. Like a really. I didn't know what the taste was, but as I got older, the taste is gamey. So I can't. My dad snuck it in there on me, so
Oh,
I don't.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's how he got me.
Yeah, we didn't. We used to do moose, and my dad would get a bunch of moose, and I'd come home from school. My mom would be pounding down the moose steaks, and I knew it was just going to be heaven. And then we got a moose that was actually probably got too old, or something was wrong with it. It was very tainted.
Mm-hmm.
And from that time, moose always has a very metallic taste to me. But it was absolutely delicious. Like, it was very good. But there's this metallic taste, and
That comes
if it's
forward.
cooked right, I did have a moose roast later on, or I'll eat it like if it's in pepperoni, like a sausage or whatever, then it's
Okay.
fine. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I was totally forgetting the Canadians eat moose too. I just like bloop. Then
Yeah.
the brain cell didn't connect. Yeah, I just always wondered what it tasted like because I see, the shows where they're so happy that they got a moose because it is a lot of meat. But I'm like, yeah, but is the meat good? Like, it's a lot of meat, but is it good meat? I've even seen them like get happy over eating the tongue. Like,
Duh.
mhm.
yeah, no, not for me.
Had all the right tools.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just
Yeah.
reading it. So.
Well,
I would like, it's like I'm happy to be able to do the
only
chicken.
problem, Sweet Thumb, I'm not as strong as I used to be. That's the only problem.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you saying, Maureen?
That I'm just grateful to know how to do the birds, because it's like any bird,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be able to do that.
And I
Um,
still need to learn how to do that. I don't even know how to fillet a fish. I'm sure I could learn, but I got all the stuff to do it. And then suddenly my husband like just didn't want to fish. I need to somehow make
Hmm.
it his idea. Do you guys have any tips for me? Do I lay the new, thing on his pillow with like the little
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Put a new
lure
fish.
box?
Put a new fishing rod on the pillow.
Yeah, I tried,
Mm.
got one. Oh, I have had moose, but didn't care.
Also caribou. So I've had moose, but didn't care for it much. It was really strong. But I have gone through tons of caribou sausage though. That is good stuff. Lots of caribou sausage.
Okay.
And that is the thing. It's just like, grind it up and add some, spice and fat to it, and it's going to be delish.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good
So,
idea.
I could do, it's like, make pepperoni and different sausages and whatever. But yeah,
Sure.
but
Amazing.
yeah.
You are amazing, dear. I've never made a sausage in my life. Never. I feel so out of skills when I'm around you guys sometimes. I'm just like, ooh, yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know how to do
I've
that.
done the cured, like we've done cured, taken pork and cured it and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
but then I get really afraid to try it because I think I've probably poisoned it and it's probably something wrong because we're just
Yeah.
trying it out,
And
on learning. So I still have I've got some aged meat in one of my refrigerators there, and I've got 2-year-old cheese that I've made that I haven't opened yet, and but again, I'm always thinking I'm probably going to poison everybody, so I probably shouldn't serve it. It's all in the cheese is all in wax. It's like it's going to be like
Yeah.
10-year-old cheese. It'll be so delicious.
It'll be so
expensive.
great. Yeah, it'll be delicious. Yep.
I'm like,
bet.
why didn't we eat this 10 years ago? It's so good. Yeah. I'm always thinking, I probably did something wrong. Put my foot in it, and now it's got foot germs in it or something. No.
What cheese? Ew.
Foot cheese.
Ma'am, we're doing
we're going along, we're good, and then we just have to veer off and just let's just take the car, just totally crash it, and
of course.
we're milking male goats and rice,
Yes.
and
Yes.
we're turning
And now
pineapples,
foot
and now we're
cheese
making
now.
foot cheese.
Mhm.
You got toe jam in your foot cheese.
Mhm. Yummy. Mm.
Yeah.
Cheese tasting.
We're gonna do a cheese tasting today. It'll
Yes.
be lovely.
It's lovely.
No, so I get nervous, but again, if if the poop hits the fan, well, I'll be eating that
Yeah.
2-year-old, or maybe it's
That's
maybe
right.
now 3-year-old. I'll be eating
Yeah.
that 3-year-old cheese. I certainly will.
Well, do you
And
have
that
one of those little cool cores yet? You gotta get that little tool and just pull out that core.
Yeah.
I knew you had all the things. I knew it.
Because stinky foot cheese is good.
Yes. I've heard people call Parmesan that. They call it
Yes.
stinky foot cheese. They won't eat it because it's stinky foot cheese.
Hey,
Blech.
you got to do what you got to do when you got to do it.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
it's
true.
true.
Yeah. And and like I know they were at on Homestead Aquarius, they were talking about last night, and I did write it in there because it's like, yeah, people are, it's like, hey, you need to make sure you got some water and you got a few things and to be prepping, and it's like,
Yeah.
how about just not be a prepper? How about just be a homesteader? And this is how you
Mhm.
live. You just put up canning, you make your own cheese, that you won't eat, and but you got some cheese. It's,
Yeah.
good
I come
cheese.
to the point where I say I never say what I won't eat because
Mhm.
we got all these little hang-ups. I'm not eating this. I'm not eating that. But
Right.
when it hits the fan and all you got is a can of Vienna sausage and you swear up and down you hate Vienna sausage, that's
Nope.
what you're gonna eat.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
You're gonna
and
even drink the juice. It's like,
Yes.
Yep.
oh,
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. That reminds me of that old I think it was Richard Pryor. Those crackers were the best crackers I ever ate. They were delicious. Those good crackers. That's exactly how you're going to feel. That was the most delicious Fernanda sausage I ever had.
Mhm.
And the
Mhm.
juice was, I don't know why I didn't drink that juice sooner.
You
It's true.
start
It's
saying
so true.
everything.
So true,
Yeah.
J3.
Just delicious.
I'm not
you
gonna
know?
take that no further than you said it.
Yeah, because the rest of it we can't say the rest
Okay,
of
okay,
some of it.
let's stay on the tracks, guys. Stay on the
Okay.
tracks.
I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no,
Right,
just
right,
no.
right.
Thanks,
Sorry.
J3. that
I
you
was
kept us
probably
on
the only
track.
part I was allowed to watch, because nope, out of the room. Can't hear the rest.
Mhm. Cover your ears
But
and your eyes.
sis,
Yep.
now, like I'm not afraid to tell nobody. I had dog before, and it tastes pretty good.
Was that
Mhm.
were you traveling like in Korea?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
My brother actually
And the
wanted
thi-
to try it when
that's
they
one
were
of the reasons I
visiting.
say. That's one of the reasons I say I won't say what I won't eat, because
Right.
when I first got rabbit, the whole family was tricked into eating rabbit, and
Mhm.
once me personally, rabbit. Mother, what? Then when I got stationed in Germany, rabbit is what they had on the menu for the day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Think
yeah,
I didn't throw down and got seconds.
Yep.
yeah,
Germany
Been
does a
eating it
lot
ever
of
since.
rabbit. Yeah.
yeah.
That's a main meat over there in Germany is rabbit, from what I've heard. My dad. That's how I ended up eating it, because my dad had eaten it in Germany when he was over there, and mom and dad decided to fry it so I wouldn't notice. I did. I kind of noticed the body structure was different.
Mhm.
It was good. It was still good.
Mhm.
No, I was
Yeah.
laughing at that right there that Sweet Thumbs did.
You fine.
I eat about
I've
anything.
seen
I
a
once
whole
saw a man
bunch of
cook
different ways
sausage
of
in a
cooking in
prison
prison.
toilet. Mhm.
Wow,
There's where you
that's
draw the line.
impressive. Don't even want. It's really. It is rough.
Be positive. It's impressive that
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that is. That's some
Mhm.
skills right there. I don't know how he got the water to boil in the toilet. That's what I'd like to know. But I guess maybe he
It's
set up a
more.
little campfire underneath it. Not
It
sure what.
wasn't. It wasn't the. It wasn't the. It wasn't the water they actually used. It was fire.
Oh, so they emptied out the water in the toilet and then made a fire in the toilet.
Right. They made a fire in the toilet.
And the prison guards are just like nothing. Like
They don't
smell of
always know.
sausage.
Some places they can.
Wow. Go ahead.
It's rough.
It's probably some food that they have for breakfast, and what they do is they take and a lot of times they'll save the breakfast to eat it at night, or they'll make stuff. And hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
inmate
Like,
casserole is pretty good.
Yeah. They make like prison burritos. I've seen where
I
they
brought
make it.
I fed it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I fed it to my family before.
Really? They liked it too? Oh,
We
froze.
must be stuck. We must be stuck. Maureen
Yeah.
shaking her head.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're back in.
I'm the one that made it.
Yeah.
Right.
And my brother used to talk about that, like
Yeah.
different things you could make with very
Good
little.
dog, man. Pat him. Yeah.
Pre-apocalypse. Good dog, pat him on the head.
Pre-apocalypse.
You say, good dog, pat yourself on the belly.
That's right. Yep. Because you eating it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had an Indian friend. He said that
Hey,
they stopped. They were looking. I don't know I don't think it was his dog or if it was a friend's dog, and they stopped off at another friend's house. Stopped there, and they said, "Hey, we've got to do some traveling. Could you just look after the dog?" Left.
Oh.
Went and did their thing. Came back. The dog was gone. The dog was dinner. And it's like, yeah, their pet dog. It's like, wow. Yeah.
No. Yeah, they do eat dog there too. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But it's just like, I asked you to look after it, not eat it. It's,
Yeah, there was some words
but they
there.
were young, like it was like, 20 somethings. They were, it wasn't that they were responsible, adults. They were partying and Well, let's eat the
Ugh.
dog. Mm.
Wow. I
Mhm.
actually heard of there's a like prepping channel on here where the husband came from Cuba and they would because they needed to like, eat. There was the cat lady in the neighborhood and he like finally said it on his channel like so and so I'm so sorry but me and my friends we ate one of your cats. I've always felt bad about it but we were just so hungry and we ate one of your cats. And I knew a girl when Theron and I were first married. I used to go to this home for unwed mothers. It was sponsored by the church and stuff. And one of the girls was from Haiti and she was craving cat. She's like, I just would really like some cat. I'm like, yeah. And the girl, yeah. I'm sorry, Storms. I am so sorry. I forgot you were in the audience tonight. For a second. I forgot. Gotta know the audience. Read the room, Carol. Read the room. Yeah.
Great movie, that Book of Eli. Wow.
No, it wasn't DTG. No, not DTG at all. DTG wasn't in Cuba.
This is a funny stream for real. This is cool. We done talked about everything.
Yep, that's what that happens with Maureen and I when we get together.
Yeah. Yep. Can go everywhere, every which way.
Hey, we didn't talk about everything, but I'm glad we didn't.
Exactly. True.
We talked about the things that were less offensive, but people can take offense to, and we didn't use stereotypes. We didn't religion or politics.
Nope.
This was a good stream, a really good jambalaya stream.
Yep.
Jambalaya.
Okay, so we need to put a few amens in here.
Amen. We could do some amens.
Go ahead. There you go. Got a couple there, right there. We're good. Yep. Well, see, she's going to bed because she's got to go to church tomorrow. I said, amen. She's going to go praise Jesus.
Yep.
So, but when you're having, when you're like Carol and I, and you have insomnia and stuff like that, you just like, nah, you stay up and you still get up and you go to church and you praise Jesus. You just don't go. Why do I even bother going to bed?
That's right.
Just stay up.
Actually, I was just talking about
because you need at least 20 minutes of sleep anyway.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, the real DJ Fruit
Loops.
Here's everybody.
Yeah, real DJ Fruit Loops.
In the building.
Amen
from the Homestead Aquarius. So, and there are videos on YouTube that people trying. Oh, okay.
Wow, really? Whose menu, Sweet Thumb? Where was that? Hi. Reminds me how we used to say bye. Sometimes on streams.
My kids that we all say bye.
Yep, bye. I want to know where that is. The bobcat eating. Who's taking down bobcats to eat them? I've seen them take it like a lynx for their coat, but I never thought about if they're eating it.
If they're taking it for the coat, they might as well save that meat for something.
Yeah, something, right. I don't know why I never just like, hey, what are you making with that lynx meat? They just never seem like super happy to have the meat of the lynx. They're great about the coat. The coat is what's going to bring them money. Go ahead.
You never heard of sausage link?
Oh,
that's where it came from.
That's where it came from.
They probably like that. That's finally they got their tail. They just ended up in it. Those links.
Hey,
there you go. Yep, that's crazy. They're a beautiful animal, though. I just would never want to meet any wildcat in the wild. They're the ones like on land that scare me. Other than of course, now we talk to Alaskans. And they have polar bears.
The only wildest thing I had on my property that I saw was the fox and the possum. That's it.
Yeah. We've had possums scream at our dog. Our little dog is 10 pounds, and the possum got afraid of it, screamed, and one passed out. Like we've had like maybe 3 possums. Iguanas we get mostly, and now we have these things called night anoles too. Oh, and we get the Jesus lizard. That's on a short on my channel. The ones that can run on water. They call them the Jesus. It's a basilisk. It's a basilisk lizard.
Oh, because he can walk on the water. He's a Jesus lizard.
It's a Jesus lizard. Yep.
But he's not walking. He's running.
Yeah, he's running.
He's
really
running
not
on the
walking.
water. Okay.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, they run really fast. Somehow though, they still, like when we lived down in Margate in Broward County, they still got hit by cars. It was like, it blew me away because I've never seen, they can hightail it. Oh, guy called Mullet Man. I keep thinking I can click on it like Maureen. I'm like, oh, let me highlight that. That's what he says. One of the best meats. Really? One of the best meats he's eaten. Oh. What did he tell the wife it was?
I think he meant to say bobcat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Better than bacon?
Ain't nothing better than bacon. If he says that, GT, I'm not believing the story.
Well, I kind of moved over to turkey bacon, actually.
Did you? You know who has actually a good turkey bacon is Applegate, because it's not like
that's it.
Mixture. Yeah, they have a good turkey.
Applegate
or
Applewood turkey bacon.
Yeah, they have one. Applegate is the brand, and they do I think it's called Sunday bacon or something like that, and it's a strip, and you can see the white and the dark meat of the turkey rather than it all be in one color. It looks kind of like bacon.
But when you fry it up, it's pretty much the same color.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that.
Yeah, it doesn't change much yet. You're right. It doesn't change much, the turkey bacon. Yeah, I probably should do the same thing. Is it for like heart? Is that because I was thinking of that. I wonder if I should get off of pork. Because I know GT talked about getting off of it to keep his heart healthy.
I don't eat it as much.
Broke Farmer.
Oh, was that broke? Oh, okay. Sorry, GT. Didn't mean to take you off bacon. How could I? How should
I don't eat it as much. Now I'll eat the bacon, but as far as the pork wise, we don't eat much of it.
Okay.
We'll now on Thanksgiving and Christmas we might get the chillins. We might get a ham, but other than that, now and then we'll have the boneless pork chop, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
If I give up pork, I'm gonna give up beef.
Okay, at the same time.
Because our bodies, from what I understand or whatever, our body doesn't process beef as well. So if I were to give up pork, I would give up beef at the same time. Yeah.
I'm telling you though.
So you're just gonna be a chicken man all the way, huh?
Yeah, chicken and fish and seafood.
Like you're gonna be a chicken that eat fish because you're chicken to kill a fish.
Oh, he started it. It's going, I don't know, Maureen. This could go bad.
That's right. Get it back on the rails. Back on the rails.
So, but he's got that delicious Dungeness crab that we saw that he could still partake in. Yummy.
Yeah.
So, do you do that? Like when you do that, are you steaming the crab with like certain seasonings? Like how do you like to fix your crab legs?
Whatever I find on the internet.
Oh, yes, that works too.
That's the way I'm cooking it. I'm gonna get up because my chickens at 6:30. They're used to getting up at 6:30.
Oh wow!
So they're gonna be making all the noise. My wife is gonna nudge me. I'm gonna look, get up, go in there, and then while I'm in there watching the chickens play around, I'm gonna put on a video. That's how I did my oxtails. I did them in the pressure cooker. Wait, what is it called? Instapot.
The Instapot.
It was not good.
No.
I would. His recipe was bad.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Was he Jamaican?
Did you cut?
No, he was a white guy. My mama laughed at me.
Yeah, no. You got to get a Jamaican recipe for oxtail. That is like
Or
their
Korea.
or Korean. Okay, we'll either one. But I worked for English Jamaicans and they made oxtail like all the time. That was like the thing when they lived in Jamaica.
Did
Now
you cut some of the?
I've cooked oxtail by regular, and they turned
Mhm.
out perfect. But in the Instapot, it didn't work out for me.
Oh,
No.
wow.
Hmm.
Maybe it cooked it too fast. You
Yeah,
might have
maybe.
cooked it too fast.
What was
I told
yeah.
my dad, I didn't follow the dude's direction. I didn't trust him. He told me like 25 minutes to cook it. I'm like, I don't like pink meat unless
Mhm.
I,
Yeah.
I'm trying to say
You
this
don't want it,
correctly.
yeah, you don't want it rare in the middle. In that
Maureen, I'm trying.
the
Help me
bony
out.
part.
No.
I
Stay
plead the
on.
fifth. I'm going.
Stay on.
Just take a drink of
It
water.
was
We'll
going to go
help.
there. You know it was
When
going
it
to go
comes down to beef and other meats of that type, I don't
Mhm.
like it pink.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
There
wouldn't.
we
Either.
go.
Right.
Clean up version. There we go.
I wouldn't like
Right.
it either.
Did
No.
like I said, did you cut some of the fat off them oxtails? See, that's your biggest mistake, right? You got to cut some of that fat off.
Okay. How do you
You-
like
you
to
don't
make your
cook-
oxtail? Because I
Yeah, you
have
don't
not
cook
made
the
it.
oxtails. You don't cook it with all that fat on it. You need to shave some of that fat off, and you just want just a little, not as thick as it becoming with all that fat on there. You gotta get that mess off there.
Okay.
I
You
like to taste my food.
Do you
I'm gonna show you a picture of the oxtails, and you'll be like, "Oh, I see why you didn't cut it off."
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Hmm. So with oxtail, do you sear it like you would like a stew meat? You have to sear it on both sides and
Yes.
then okay. Do it that
You
way.
don't have to, but
But
that's
it
one
makes
of the best ways.
it better. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I was telling Maureen my turkey this year was so good. I never thought before I used to go and put the neck and start the stock. Never thought to roast the neck first, get all that flavor going, and then make the stock with it. Yeah, total mind blow. And it tasted amazing. And also
Yeah.
cutting up the turkey and
Yeah.
giving it each, like the white meat and the dark meat, their own kind of time.
Yeah.
I told my wife I didn't want a turkey unless it was being fried.
Mm,
And so we didn't have a turkey. She went and got turkey wings, and I
mhm.
put them on the grill. Oh man,
That sounds good too. Yummy.
Mm.
that was the bomb.
Mm.
My kids
Yeah.
come in. Yeah, Daddy, did you do
72-hour
this? Did
oxtail.
you do this, Daddy?
Mm.
Cooked sous vide. Best oxtails I've ever had. I've got a sous vide, but I haven't tried using it. But
Yeah.
not going to use it for oxtail, that's for sure. My daughter likes oxtail. She likes oxtail soup.
Oh,
So-
okay. I've never had
You
it.
don't like
So-
oxtail, Maureen?
Never had it. I've had oxtail soup, but no, I've never cooked oxtail. Never went and bought it. Mm-mm.
Just
You
did
know
it.
what? We
I
need
would
we
do-
need to we need to stop lying on these oxes. They ain't no ox. Those are cow tails, really. We need to
Okay.
stop lying on ox.
So what is the oxtail?
Ain't nobody getting no oxtails. You can't. You can barely find an ox now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
They're
What?
cow tails, and they call it oxtails.
Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, we lost GT.
That's very interesting. Like you just stop, you go, when was the last time you saw an ox? And it was like,
That's true. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Huh. Hmm.
GT. I hear you talking, but we don't hear you.
Oh, he's
Oh
got.
yeah, he mutes himself.
Yeah, because he's
What do you-
talking to
what do you
somebody.
have to ask?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm at work, so I was talking to one of my guys.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's cow's tail. Okay. Okay.
Right, it's
Yeah,
cow's tail. It's not
wow.
ox.
It's not
Another
oxtail.
one. Duh.
Yep. Yeah,
And
it's like,
it's called
what is going
oxtail so they can charge more money.
on?
Mm,
Right.
mhm.
$8.99 a pound here now. They were $6.99 and $5.99 in the beginning of 2022. I mean 2020. Now they're up to $8.99 here.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
a shame.
Good thing you didn't go to the meat market down here. That thing was like $13 and wasn't nothing up in there. But that's how this game is played because okay, we're gardeners and we're so-called farmers on here. Tell me the difference between a white egg and a brown egg.
Nothing.
Both of you wrong.
Well, money in the store, if that's what you're talking about.
Well, no, there's a difference between a white egg and a brown egg.
Okay.
What's the
The
difference?
color.
Yeah.
One egg is white, one egg is brown, but everything on the inside is still the same.
That was a trick question.
Boo!
Boo.
Yeah, well, but growing up, you know, it was like brown eggs were healthier. So brown eggs were actually more expensive than the white
Yes,
eggs.
that's right.
Yes.
And it was like,
Yeah.
you know, and that's just what I thought. And then most of the chickens that we all, you know, backyard homesteaders have, it's like they're all brown eggs. And so
Majority of them are
you-
brown eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like there is no difference between the two eggs, you know.
Yeah. Just
But
the
they
color.
have us believe that in the store because you're going to pay $4 or $5 for some brown eggs, and the white
Yep.
eggs you can get for $1.18.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in reality, there's nothing different other than the color of the egg.
Yep.
With a sous
Yeah.
vide, all the tough stuff cooks down, but nothing ever cooks. Even the connective tissues turns into meat jelly.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. Are you leaving early? This is not when you leave. What do you mean? You're not done? What do you mean? Get back to work. You don't leave until 9 o'clock. Your shift doesn't stop till 9. What the hell? What do you 10? No, oh, sorry, missed out.
13:30.
10:30 it is. No, I gotta go pick up.
Oh, we're going to pick up right from the game.
Okay. From the
Oh, we're
game.
not-
That's right. That's right.
So we're not done work because I always know it's like you hang out with us right until I finish my live. It's like, what do you mean? I got 10. You got
Right.
12 minutes. You can't leave early.
I even got the.
We're not paying you.
He might have got it.
Tell
He
me I
might
can
have got
leave
upset 'cause
early.
he learned the difference between a brown egg and a white egg, and he got upset and he ready to leave.
Yes. He's just up in arms.
outta here.
He's protesting.
They
Protesting.
told me that I can leave early though. You know,
Oh,
but
okay. Very
I
good.
don't like to leave early. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss something. I think something's gonna happen while, you know, like you know, because sometimes I finish early and then I sit around, but I either get them to play the game or something like that, engage with them, bother them. But
Yeah.
I don't like to leave early just in case something happens. You know, I'm supposed to be on shift.
Yeah. I don't blame you there.
Diva didn't say you could leave.
I
That's
know.
right. We have to go get the other guy there because he's at the game. That's right.
That's
Because
right.
we've done a lot. We've gone and dropped people off. We went to Costco. We looked at the snowman. We came back. We made a big salad, did up the dishes. Now we got to go get the other client. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's busy. Oh, and we showed the
Pick
crab.
up what we
that-
dropped
yeah.
off.
Mhm.
Been a
Yep.
busy
Yep.
night tonight. Busy
Yeah,
night tonight.
busy.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, is there any options left anywhere?
I know, right?
Realistically, I think if you find them any, they might be in Texas. Other than Texas, I say they probably over in India, where they don't kill cows and stuff. That's probably where you find them.
Okay,
Mm.
interesting.
But then again, somebody might sneak one here in the U.S. somewhere.
Yeah. Diva said no leaving for you. She's the leaving Nazi. You can't leave. We're not done.
That's right.
That's very interesting. Yeah, because it's like you go, wow, I haven't seen on, you know, in videos or anything like that, you know, oxen, you know.
Mm-hmm. So there you
And
go.
it-
You know what to have now when you have your homestead, Maureen. You can make a like cleanup on ox. Just raise some ox.
Raise some ox and sell it
Mm-hmm.
500 a head.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So GT Homestead wants to know. I need to know how long it took GT to make that snowman, and if he had help building it. He didn't build it.
No. We want to know.
Tell them, GT, you just taking the credit for it. That's all.
Yep.
You heard?
I seriously
No.
thought like you were gonna say that. Like, oh, look what the guys and we did tonight. It's like,
Oh no, there was no way. I don't even understand how they constructed that. They would have
Yeah.
to have like heavy equipment operators
Mhm.
or something bring up. Those are huge.
yeah.
I really wanted to build a igloo outside. I seen some designs
Yeah.
and I was like, man, this would be so cool for my YouTube. But I'm telling, I go back to 7 days this week. This will be my seventh. This Monday will be 7 days. I go and meet and greet and see if I want to work with this other individual. They asked me to work with another client.
Okay.
For my first job. My second job, they can't have any more time. But our first job,
Come back, Maureen. Come back.
Are you freezing up?
Oh, she's gone.
Oh, she hit a button.
Yeah, that's what I said. Come
She'll
back.
be
She'll be
back.
back in a few minutes.
She'll be back.
Yeah, so I get to evaluate someone and see if I can work with them. Certain behaviors I don't work with, and
I
that's
don't
just
blame you.
because,
Yeah.
Because sometimes and sometimes the parents are a hindrance to the work that I actually do. Like I work with someone for a month, then they'll not receive services for a week, and they revert back to the behaviors that I, was coaching them out of. And then I tried to talk to the parents, and then
Dang.
they'll say,
I
"Oh,
might need-
okay."
I might
And
need
then the
your
next
help.
thing you know, I have to really sit down and talk to them and tell them, like, look, if you want me to assist you, you have to understand that the child is only getting smarter and stronger. Okay,
Yes.
there's some intellectual delays, but if you want them to be,
He's figuring
as they
stuff
grow
out.
and mature,
Yep.
into an adult, you want them to contribute and not have certain things, seen while they're in public. And if you don't allow me, they're gonna keep on running over you because they don't understand the authority that you're supposed to possess.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I need one of you actually for my son. Serious. No, I need to bring in behavioral therapy, but I'm very careful too about who I want to choose for that. That was the same thing with when my daughter needed speech therapy. We went to a couple different places. She had one where I worked. When they asked me to come back to work, they opened a 3-year-old room for her in the preschool. And not lucky. It was all God. I'm sorry. It was just amazing. There was already a speech therapist there, and she was great. But after we left the school to homeschool, really hard to find a good speech therapist. Like, some would talk like this. You're talking like that. It's like, I'm sorry, you're supposed to be modeling for my daughter, like how she But for him, yeah, the behavioral, and I've never had to deal with that aspect because she was pretty easy peasy as far as the behavior. And she is now. She's just a wonderful girl, wonderful daughter. And he's what? Huh?
Talking to my grandson.
Oh, okay. And and my son is wonderful too, but like what you were saying, he's getting bigger, stronger. Also, hormones will be kicking in. And yeah, there's some concerns there. So yeah, hit me up, GT. Give me some suggestions. So
okay, I'm
like what to
good.
what to look for, like what am I looking for when I interview the people who do the behavioral therapy, because we want to bring somebody in. They can't, I don't necessarily want to go out and go to a facility with him, because I want him to understand it's like your behaviors here in home, those behaviors, like if they go out are out there, What's wrong? Are you
Yeah.
stuck out?
Yeah.
You thought it was the big crash? Are you coming back, Diva?
The big crash.
Did you push a button or did it crash on you? Oh, her computer crashed. It was up there while we were talking.
Yeah.
Oh well, girl, come back and we gonna you almost at 3 minutes. So let's get
Yeah.
these. I mean, you almost at 3 hours.
Come on your phone.
Yeah, try your phone, Maureen. You could come in through there.
Turn your phone on.
Just you could use your what you sent to me in Messenger. Use your same link, maybe. See if it'll get you in. Oh no, never mind. That was dumb. That'll make you won't be able to get yourself up that way. Unless it auto corrects for her. Oh, Maureen.
Let me see.
I'm not sure. Have you ever done that? Used your own link
trying
when
to see
it's
if the link is
crashed?
still in the chat.
Oh, it's in our Messenger. She sent it to me earlier. She could go through there,
I've
but
never crashed.
I've had mine crash, but I had to open a whole new.
Yeah, I'm looking in the chat, see if it's still up there.
She can't just go to her StreamYard and
Yeah, she might be able to do that on the phone too. That's probably a better idea.
well, they must have had a bad accident right there. Goodness gracious. So there's been a lot of accidents lately. And I just seen one with a whole fender gone. My wife had an accident today. That's right. I forgot about that.
Is everything okay?
Man.
Oh, if everything went okay, I've been gone. I would not be at work. Yeah, I already told them. I told them family first. No, somebody tripped on me one day. My wife's she has epilepsy. Yeah, I can share my business.
No, put your microphone so we can hear you a little better. It's muffled. Oh shoot! And there goes another one. What the? Are we going?
Yeah, because I don't see her. What's the name in the chat?
I
was looking to see if her link was still in the chat. Well,
yeah. Well, she can do it though through Messenger. If she can get to Messenger, she could do that. But it's a different. She has to go through her StreamYard, because she's the host. If she uses her link, she'll be in her own basement, I think, but I'm not positive.
Hey, that's a shame you in your own
I
house.
know.
You got to be in the basement.
Stuck in
there
your own.
She go.
Yay, she did it. She did it.
I did it on my iPad.
Oh, teacher just like,
go.
oops. He did something adjusting.
Oh, the crash was incredible. Like it was just blue screen and a big loud buzz, and it was like I couldn't mute it. I couldn't nothing. I'm just sitting here blink, 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 and then it stopped.
Yeah.
And then I did sign back in, but when I attempted to go back in, it wouldn't recognize my my camera or my audio. So it was like, then I thought, can I do it on? I've never done StreamYard on my phone, but I have done StreamYard on my iPad. So
there you go.
So yeah, thanks for hanging in there and letting me get my my 3 hours in. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're close. You're really close.
But yeah, I thought, oh, maybe this is the big crash. And like what a great way to have, we end on such a happy note of craziness, and then we get the big crash and we can never speak again to each other, and it was like, oh, dag nabbit. Oh, it's not the crash.
Don't be wishing the crash on us. Cut that out. That's like me wishing sun farts.
Do you have it on
your?
Gone.
Yeah, he hit a button.
Yeah, he wrote "oops" in the in the chat.
In the private chat.
Yeah, let me just see if I can add to stage. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, sorry about that, Jesse. I see you down there, but I'm realizing he's not there now.
There you go.
Okay, wait, hold on 1 second. What did Carol say about some sun farts? What'd you say?
Homestead Aquarius teases me because I'd be talking about the sun farting, like that big old charge that comes towards the earth. And so, when people are really not nice, I kind of, Lord, forgive me, but I'd really like a sun fart to just single them out and just take them out.
Oh.
And so he's always like, "Don't be wishing those sun farts. Don't do it. Don't."
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, the CMEs that have been hitting the earth and causing,
Okay.
some of the earthquakes and stuff.
So how are we supposed to balance out everything then? Okay, I understand
know.
we don't need to crash and everything, but how are we supposed to balance everything with the inflation, everything going up,
Right.
all of the everything? I'm scared to let my kid go certain places.
Right.
The internet. There's so many things. So how are we supposed to find balance in this world? I
If
don't understand it, and I don't know.
if we could
Jesus.
get people to stop being greedy and
Yeah,
stop people wanting money constantly,
That's
we
hard.
will become balanced.
Yeah. Yep. It's
Yeah.
a heart
The
change.
love of money is
Mm-hmm.
the root of all evil.
It is.
It is.
Indeed.
And
Indeed.
that's what got us so messed up now, because everybody
Mhm.
want money.
Yeah.
You got millionaires think they're gonna live forever and want to buy up
Mhm.
everything and do everything.
Mhm.
It's like too much of anything can lead
That's
you
my rant.
towards that.
That's my
Yeah.
rant.
Yeah.
I
I
will
agree.
say amen to that rant.
Yes. Amen to that. I agree. We won't, there's other things that people chase after too that needs to
Right.
settle down also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think anything in extreme excess can be detrimental, like
Yes.
to a person.
Yeah,
There
and
is
it's like,
definitely balance.
Those billionaires, they've got a lot of money. Why do you need more money? Why do you
Yeah.
need more?
Yeah.
Why
And
is
that
what you have not enough?
and
Yep.
that's why I believe
Ooh,
a lot of them have
anal.
gotten divorces for that
Mhm.
simple reason, because
Yep.
the wife said, "No, I don't want to do this, and this ain't that." And
Yeah.
but because you feel you got all that money, you want to be the ruler.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it just nothing's ever enough. So she probably knows too. She's not.
Right.
And he's out about because he's looking for something more
one of
besides
them
just the money.
one of them rich fellas, they bought a bunch of land down here in Georgia,
Mhm.
and the lady, this man sold his property to me. He had big property,
Mhm.
one of the big onion places, and his wife, she said, "I just don't know what to do with the money. It's so much money. I just don't know what to do with it.
Oh my gosh. She says that to you? Be like,
It was too much.
share
So,
it?
so much money. No, it's so much money. They got so much money that they don't know what to do with it."
Wow.
Definitely don't have that problem. I'll
And-
tell you what, when I have so much money, J3, not just, I'm sorry I cut you off, but when I have extra, I actually look for ways to pay some of it forward.
Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, that I don't understand that. Like when you do have that extra that you don't, and I'm not talking about these fake things that they set up that are their tax evasion things where it looks like they're doing good deeds, but they're not.
They're not.
I'm talking about like you're out in the store, you see somebody struggling, with their kids and they're going nuts and they need maybe just you to slip in and go, hey, you know what? I got that. Let me just slide my card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it.
Change their whole week.
I'm gonna put it out there, but I don't like telling folks my business.
Mhm.
I went in Wally World, and this girl was in line with her baby. She had a cart full of food and everything, and she took her card that the state give her. She
Yep.
took and put that in there, and she couldn't pay for anything.
Oh my gosh.
So I went up behind her. I said, I told the lady, go ahead, let her have that. Bring up my stuff. I paid for it all.
Bless you for doing
Bless
that.
And the thing with that is, I said, now I feel good just because I helped her. She said,
Yeah.
thank you. And by the time I got outside, she was gone.
Yeah. That's just how it's arranged. I think sometimes it's a character check for us. And if we're going to pass that character check
Right.
or not.
Mhm.
And it's weird because I had that same thing happen today, but it was just a mom. And she kept telling the man, like, well, that was on the clearance rack. It was one outfit. She had 2 children, one outfit for the boys. And I noticed that, like, she's like, oh, no, but that was on clearance. And luckily, like, I'm still stuffing stuff in my purse from what we just purchased.
Mhm.
And God blessed me. My brother sent me money for Christmas. And I'm like, you know what? Don't just ring it up for her and whatever she's got. And just, I'll
Yeah.
take care of it.
Right.
Yeah.
The lady behind her, her chin hit the floor. I'm like, it's, you know,
Yeah.
just do the same thing if you can. Like, what if we all did that? Just
Yeah.
if we all could do just it, and it doesn't have to be big. What if it's
No.
small? Like, you know, maybe that was like $30 today, you
Mhm.
know. And she looked at me, she goes, "That's for him. It's his birthday. So thank you. I don't know even what else to say. I'm just floored." And I was like, oh, I had, you know, no idea. Like, I'm like, that blessed me back to hear,
Yes.
like, because here's her son seeing that.
Mhm.
And he's just like, yes. I'm like, oh, happy birthday then. That worked out. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's your
Mhm.
birthday.
Now me with this YouTube thing, I also put it. I tell everybody I know. I said, now I understand people have groups and stuff, and join this group and join that group, and you send money to the YouTube and all that. I refuse to join your group for that simple reason. I don't want to send money to you through YouTube.
Mhm.
If you really need money or something, I hope you have a Cash App or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
when I send it to you, I tell
Yeah.
them it's nobody's business what I send to you, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse
Yeah.
to send it. If I send you $5, I want Maureen to get the $5.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get $3. I don't want to get $4. I don't want to get
Yeah.
I don't want to get $4.99. I want
Yeah.
her to get $5. And that's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I agree.
I'm with you there. And it's like when they have those fundraisers and stuff like that, you know, if I know the person, I said, you know, I want to email you the money. Like if it's
Yeah.
in Canada here, I'm just, let me email you the money, because it's like that platform doesn't need to have, I would rather give you the whole
Yeah.
amount
Right.
of the
Exactly.
money and not, you know, go here, some goes to them, some goes to these people
Mhm.
for administration. But no, I want you to have the
Yeah.
full amount of money.
Yeah.
So
And
Yep.
I tell them when I give it to you, don't even announce it. You could just
Yeah.
open in the opening say thank you, but you don't have to say my name and just say thank you. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. So that's how I think we take care of each other too. That's how we balance it out.
Right.
You
Mhm.
know, we have to remember that we're not the only ones struggling in that moment. I know, like, even tonight, it was the weirdest thing when you said about your computer, the microwave. Oh, whoa. Where did that come from? You okay?
A computer.
That's right. Oh, there we go. Now I'm back.
Yay.
Who else
Okay.
is anybody else missing?
So you had closed the laptop, and that's when you popped up now. Okay.
That's awesome.
But I had this one was still open, but I muted it, and so then I
Yeah.
think there was any echo. So yeah, it just my camera wouldn't join in, and I think there's two of me here, so I think I should remove
Yes.
this.
There you go. You got
There you
it.
There we go. Yay!
Wonderful. But tonight, our microwave, all of a sudden, when we made popcorn for my son, he loves the microwave. I don't know what it is. It's not the GMO corn, so everybody settle. Everybody settle. Our brand new microwave starts going end, and it's beeping end. We're pressing the end. Yes, you should end. Stop that. It wouldn't stop until I went up. Oh, there goes GT. Until I went up and unplugged it
Right.
and reset it. But I've never seen that before. And we've had it's been like the fridge went, that we need to get that panel replaced. Like, I don't know what, we've just been spared. I think there's something going on with this house.
I just got this microwave last year, and I never paid attention to it, but it's Wi-Fi. You can hook it up to your phone and do stuff like that. But I don't hook it to my phone.
I wonder if that's
Yeah,
got
no.
some. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
look it up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The whole you know, having smartphones to do, you know, turn on your lights, turn on this, like, get it, it's good, but at the same time wow, I seem to be behind myself.
Yeah, you're delayed, like
Slightly.
just a little bit. Yeah.
On the bottom of your screen, just take the thing and slide it over.
On the bottom of the screen. This
Slide
one.
what over?
Where's it?
Oh, maybe it's this one.
refresh. That's probably because you got Maureen up there still.
No,
That's
she
right.
went.
I need to remove her. I tried to remove her, but she won't leave.
Probably have
'Cause
to
I-
exit on your thing. Yeah.
on the
Whatever.
iPad.
Yeah.
She needs to leave. Oh, cancel. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
No. How do I
Sound like
leave
the
her?
machine say,
Just
"Oh,
hit
oh, oh,
leave
oh."
studio on it. Just hit the leave studio.
Okay, I did.
There you go.
So how are you now? Are you up to date now?
I am up to date. I was listening. I got to listen and
No, you're not up
and,
to date.
I'm
Yeah.
not up to date. Okay, just
It's still a
refresh.
little delayed. It's fine. Don't mess with it because we
You're
don't want
good.
you to go
Leave-
away.
You good. You're
It's all
good.
right.
Amen.
Amen. I agree. I come into agreement with that.
I'm
That's
just
horrible, Homestead. Nope.
And now you gonna do. Oh, that's her again. I thought you
Yeah.
just popped out.
Yeah, that was crazy.
She's back.
I'm
So, Maureen, I
back.
got a question for you real quick. How much is
Put your hands
feed?
like this, Maureen. Put your hands like this.
How much is feed in Canada where you get yours from?
I think the 50-pound bag is $22 for my chicken feed.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
That's
level?
what it is. It's about that
18
here now too.
18% layer pellets.
So how does that how many chickens is that and how quick do they go through this feed?
It takes a long time to go through.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like because I'll buy 2 bags and they're in my bin and I'll
Mhm.
leave them in there. I never let it get down too low.
Mhm.
But
Do you have
we also make ferment so we'll take the feed
Oh,
and
okay.
make a liter or a gallon and a half jar of ferment, and that will feed them for about 4 days, and that's just taking a small amount. They do have dry food that they can eat as well.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So you use the same dry food and you add the water and let it ferment
And ferment.
pretty much. Okay.
I
Don't
touched
touch.
that. I touched something.
Yeah, don't disappear again.
Man, I'm really slow.
It's okay.
I'm plugging mine
Yes.
up so it don't click off.
Yeah.
It's $28 here. It was on sale, so I went on and bought 5 of them today.
Yeah.
Got to go ahead and knock it out because
Mhm.
when they go on sale every 3 to 4 months, and I go ahead and I bought 5 of them. But mine's are 16, and I just add larva. What is it called? Not soldier larva. They don't like the soldier fly larva. I forgot some kind of worms, but I give them
Maggot.
worms.
Yeah, the worm. Yeah.
Yeah, I give them worms, and then I bought some. They're the things that you give to birds. You put them in this little cage or whatever. The little
Mhm.
feed is. They come in like, let me see, peanut
The little-
butter.
The little
it's a suet.
bricks. The little
The
bricks.
suet.
Yeah, soot or something like that. SUET or something like that.
Mhm. Yep.
So I give them that. They had it on sale, so I bought all of them.
Mm.
Good for me, baby. Just eat right.
Praying for her Q. I hope she's okay. I ain't not eating no iguana eggs. That's gross. You gross. You gross. Mm-mm. I've got to have somebody teach me how to do the whole iguana thing, and they can just not tell me it's iguana, and I'll taste it, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not gonna until it is the end of the world. I am not doing it. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm.
Just put on the book said I'm not gonna say never.
That's right. I didn't say never, but I'm
That's
just
right.
right now. I'm putting it on a delay. I'm delaying it. Yep. Gross. Not my
Yeah, no.
favorite. I have tried gator. It's like fishy chicken, but
Oh,
yeah,
no thanks.
yeah.
No thanks.
No, it's not my favorite either.
No,
So
no, but again, if that is all you have,
yeah,
and that's, I just want to know, what can you eat raw and what can you not eat raw, so that if you don't have a source to cook it,
how do you eat it?
Mm,
Fish.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only one I go with as being raw.
But usually it's saltwater fish. Some of the freshwater fish, you're getting some parasites. You
Yeah.
eat that raw.
That's
That's
true.
a tough one.
But then again, there if you don't have any fire or anything and it's not snowing there and you got a sun, you can cook.
That's
True.
Yeah, I was wondering that. You should
Need a
always
sun
be able to
oven.
make fire.
Yeah. Yep. You could do it with your glasses.
Yeah. Or even water.
Mm-hmm. Focus the beam of light through water. Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in a bottle and flip
That's
it.
cool. Yeah. Didn't even think
Mhm.
about that. True.
Then
True,
take
true.
the bottle and boil your water with it.
Right. That's true. Yeah, very interesting. Ways to be, to MacGyver stuff and to be creative and
Yeah.
that you can still continue to eat and continue to, um, feed your family.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
That's one of the reasons I do thank the military for being in there.
Mm-hmm.
First time I had cactus.
Oh,
I said,
okay.
what in the world are you doing, man? We didn't have the rations they had. We had C ration that come in the
Mhm.
can, and
Mhm.
he's sitting over there, put his gloves on, went and cut down a cactus and start doing all that stuff. And I said, "What you doing over there, man?"
Mm.
Well, let me rephrase it. I said, "What you doing, Lieutenant?"
Mm.
"Oh, I'm just doing this and doing that." I said, "That man out his head," but it tastes good.
Mhm. How he put it together.
Yeah, he cleaned it and chopped it up and add some beef and boulders to it,
Mhm.
and it was good.
Mm-hmm. What did
Beef
it
and
taste like?
boulders? What is beef and boulders? Please enlighten
Oh.
me. I'm sorry.
Actually, beef and boulders is beef with potato chunks in it.
Oh, okay, so
Okay.
that was the C ration that you got. Okay.
It's diced meat, and it has gravy and vegetables in it.
Oh,
And
okay.
we just call it beef and
Beef
boulders.
and boulders.
Yeah.
I like
It's
that.
kind of like stew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like stew. Yep.
But when you're eating it cold, it feels like you're eating boulders.
Mm.
See,
Appetizing.
today they get MREs and stuff,
Mhm.
and they also give them a pack to heat their food up and everything.
Yeah.
Back when I had C rations, you got your food. There was nothing to heat your food up with unless you started
Oh.
on fire.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
if you drove a Jeep, I mean,
That's right. You put it on the
if
engine.
you
I think
drove a
that's
tank, you can put it on the engine. You
Yep.
just hope you ain't going nowhere at the time.
True. True.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I remember hearing that the truck company was able to do that with their engines.
Yeah. That's how we used to heat up our food, and just be careful taking off, because when it heat up in that can, it is hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go too. If you still have a car, you start it up and cook your food on the engine. I don't know though about these new cars, because it's like everything you look in there sometimes and they've covered everything kind of with plastic.
Yeah. They do that so you don't mess with it, and they're gonna cost you an arm or leg and two kidneys to fix it.
That's right. It's crazy. Like just to change the battery, they make so many obstacles now in some of the new cars. It's ridiculous.
Since we were talking about the military food, I've got a can of lunch meat. It's about 13. It's a big green can.
Yeah.
And I haven't had that thing for over 20 years in the closet.
So it should be ready to go when, the world ends.
The can is not swollen. The can is not swollen. That's my survival food.
Yeah. That'll work.
I'll bring that. I'll bring the cheese. I'll bring my old cheese.
The canned cheese? The cheese whiz?
Yeah. Canned cheese.
There you go.
And Lord have mercy, I keep forgetting your first name. But anyway, South Florida, you bring the molded bread.
Oh yay. I get to bring the moldy bread. I'll bring the iguana. I'll bring some iguana meat in case we need some fishy chicken.
Yeah, Carol. Yeah.
It's Carol. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you prefer J3? I don't even know your first name. GT,
J3?
I keep telling him to find me on Facebook because I can't find GT because I'm I don't know. Not savvy.
It's GT Junior Grows It Alaska.
Oh, your page. Okay. Let me write it
GT
down.
Junior Grows It.
Grows it.
Grows it.
I think.
You break it. Oh,
I know.
there
I
you go.
have, I have a page and I keep forgetting I have it on Facebook. That's how awesome I am with Facebook.
EJ, some chips or something in there? What kind of chips in there?
Yeah, I feel like some chips, or I feel like popcorn.
I had sushi, but I didn't eat it until like
Give me some Doritos, Cheetos.
7 o'clock.
Bring me 2 bags of Doritos, Cheetos, whichever.
You got age spam there?
The
Mr.
Wi-Fi
Curry?
been acting up in there with you? The Wi-Fi been acting up in there with you?
Mine
The
just
Wi-Fi. They
I
keep
think it's
cutting out in here.
everybody.
Thanks,
Yeah,
I
you
appreciate
can
it.
bring your age spam.
Yeah, I tell
for
you about
yourself.
the shirt and stuff. Your mom in the dining room? Oh.
We can hear you, but we can you're like freezing up. It's so weird. J3, we hear everything and then now we can't.
I'm not touching nothing. I'm not touching nothing.
No, it's his signal. Something's going on with the signals tonight, I think.
Yeah.
It could be
here
the
he is.
same thing. There
Yeah,
we go.
eating some Doritos. He's back eating Doritos. Oh, but I've got 2 of you there too. So I'm going to remove this one.
There you go.
There
Getting
we go.
Getting experty.
Yeah, figuring it out. Except for I can't get myself in time anymore. So my thing is still not working right.
I know
JT,
I
you
was
was going to
saying
say
something before we stopped. I know I was saying something. Forgot what it was.
JT was going to say something when you were talking about the meat in the can, but now I'm like fuzzy on what we were talking about at that moment, other than you have that meat in the can. I think it was
Sushi tastes great. Sushi tastes like fish. If you get fresh, sashimi,
Yeah.
it tastes like, lovely, lovely fish.
tastes
I
like
like
it should taste like the ocean. Should never be really fishy. It shouldn't.
Now, can I say something about you? I'm gonna spoil it for you again.
Okay.
When you go to these Chinese restaurant here in the States,
Mm-hmm.
now when you get sushi, do you really have fish on there?
Oh gosh, please don't.
No, I'm saying, do you really have fish on it?
I don't get the ones with raw fish. I always get like the shrimp tempura roll, or I'll get the crab meat, and I can't get that Pollock looks like crab meat stuff.
And
fish.
then some up they're still saying you're paying that big price and you're getting sushi, but it's just vegetables wrapped in some rice and seaweed. Where's the real fish at? Where's the real sushi at? We are being duped again.
You don't think that that's fish that they put on top?
Yeah, some of it is fish, but you're not getting much of it.
No, you're not. You're not. Like sushi when it's black and it can't. Yeah, I did that actually at a restaurant. They served me. It was supposed to be like really a nice delicacy of tuna, and it was raw in the middle. And I had never had sushi at that point, and I asked them to take it back and cook it because I didn't want it like that on my salad.
We've done it where we've actually made some of our own, like our own sushi rolls and stuff like that. So we've cut the fish ourselves, and that.
Well, it has to be like a certain grade of fish, like and freshness for sushi, or you'll get sick. So
yeah.
I think that's what you're paying for.
They call it sashimi grade.
Yeah.
And so I would buy it from the store frozen, because when my husband was sick, that was one of the things that he would eat. I could cut him little pieces of sashimi, and he would be able to eat that and enjoyed it, because it was like, there was not much flavor, or things that would burn his mouth from the medication and stuff.
Oh, that's awful. Did you know that the ginger that they serve with it is supposed to be antiparasitic? That's where that started. It was supposed to be an anti-parasite.
Oh, okay.
The ginger?
Yeah, the ginger. The pickled ginger was supposed to serve as an anti. However, it started, not probably the sushi that we get here. It was supposed to be helping to be an anti-parasitic.
What's the green stuff that come on there?
Hot as hell.
Wasabi.
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 Is it real wasabi?
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's dyed
Horseradish.
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 So I can grow it then.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Do you know how that it clears your sinuses?
Mm-hmm.
Like my son, we tried it. It was when we just bought the house, and we had to go buy it. Like we bought a fixer upper. It was the
Mhm.
market. We had to buy it. It was just a logical thing to do, I believe.
Yeah.
So we had to go to the local store. We went into the local store and we bought doorknobs. And then, I was like, my son, he likes sushi. I don't eat sushi. That's a no-no for me. I don't eat anything that's not cooked all the way.
Yeah.
And so we went there, and then I got the California roll. He got the California roll because I did. And then he had the green stuff. And he tasted it, and I told him. He said, "Can I eat this, Dad?" I was like, "Oh, son, I don't know about that."
Mhm.
And he was like, "Can I?" I was like, "Yeah, don't take too much though." He took it and he did it. It was so funny. And because I'm his dad, I'm a boy. So I was like, I'm gonna do something with your son. And it just cleared my sinuses. It
Yeah.
hurt though. It hurt so bad.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It does.
So I want to grow horseradish.
It's
Best
almost
time to
impossible
take it though
grow.
is when you got a cold and
Mhm.
everything all stopped up and everything, clear you up in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
You'll open up the sinuses.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I love wasabi, and we've had some that are really mild and some that are really hot, and the nice thing is that it doesn't keep burning. Like it just you get the hot burn, and then it goes away, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And, and for me, there was one time where I think we'd made a whole bunch of rolls, or I don't recall, but anyway, put some on there, ate it, and I actually it was like the burn was happening. It was at a place where I was like, I can no longer hear. I'm not sure if I could see. Like it wasn't that I couldn't see, but it was just like it was this weird sensation. I thought, I think this is how I die. I think I die from wasabi overdose.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
like there's no breathing, there's no sound. I think you're dying now. I think this
Oh
is where
wow. Oh
it is. It was
wow.
so hot. But
Oh,
did I
God.
stop? No, I did
Of
not.
course not.
Mm.
It sets off a
Well-
chain reaction in your brain. You want more. That's what the weirdest thing about spice.
We finished it. Like we knew what it was gonna do to us, but we
Mhm.
finised it. It was like
It's addictive.
he was
It
like,
is
you
addictive.
gonna eat more of that? He looked at me like, are you daddy? This wasn't what he did,
Mhm.
but his
Yeah.
eyes like did this to me. I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and finish it, son. Yeah, let's do it. So it was pretty funny.
Now
Yeah,
the trick with that is you put the wasabi on whatever you're eating, and then you take the ginger with the juice on it and you lay it on top of the wasabi, and then you eat it. It's a little calmer.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. My brother used to mix the wasabi into the soy sauce and create like a dipping sauce that way. And then the same thing, put the ginger on top of it. I just
They-
put a big blob of wasabi on top of mine, and then I put a little piece of ginger and shove it in my mouth.
Mhm.
So good. So good. I can't do the soy sauce. Go ahead. Sorry, GT.
No, the comment just messed me up. They sell horseradish in the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Horseradish root. Yeah, it looks like a turd.
It looks
No, I'm kidding.
brown and all. What you mean?
It's like a light brown. It's like a light brown on the outside. I just can imagine you going to a produce
A little
manager.
bit like
Yeah.
could be more like
root.
ginger. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of rooty
Well-
looking. It looks
Well,
like a
yeah,
root.
or except for I think it's not ginger like where it's gnarly, right?
No,
more
it's not
just right?
gnarly. It's more like a root. It looks like a kind of a root,
Mhm.
but it's brown, like brown on the outside, like a root would be from a
Mhm.
tree.
A
Yeah.
miniature sweet potato.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen it come to the points on the end. Mine was almost like a carrot size that I had, but
Mhm.
then I forgot it because I put it in the fridge.
No tanks, no tanks.
No, I don't want to do the ghost
Didn't
pepper.
even actually. I never even tried my Carolina Reaper. I never tried my peppers. I got
Really?
Did they finish growing?
Yeah, I did. I got a small handful of them, but I just never Never tried them. I think I was too chicken. They're air drying just on my counter, so I could
Oh, okay.
still try them.
You could
But
make
it
a
was like I
spice.
just realized
Yeah.
I thought I have not eaten those. Are they really, really bad?
I haven't eaten them. Yeah, that's where I found mine. Asian store had it.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna try it. I want to try to grow it. They sell them now. They only sell it at the nurseries around a certain period of time, and I grew it, but I left it outside. I
Oh.
doubt that it will come back. Pretty sure it won't. But don't fear the Reaper.
Now you
Serious?
want a
Barry?
secret for the peppers too, bro? You want a secret for the peppers?
What?
What?
What you mean?
A secret.
Secret for the peppers.
Okay.
You talking about growing or eating?
Eating.
Okay.
When you want to show off with the pepper, eating the pepper by itself,
Mm-hmm.
when you want to show off with it, put some honey in your mouth first, coat your mouth with the honey, and then you put the pepper in. It's still going to be hot, but it's not going to burn you down.
Right.
And I like sweet hot.
Ask
That's
me
like-
how I know.
Okay then. Okay then.
Was this while you were in the service challenge or outside of the service
No,
challenge?
that was here. That was here. My brother grew some peppers and stuff, and he was talking about, oh man, these things are hot. So what I did was I made I can't say that. But I put it this way. I ate the peppers and I did it on camera, and I said, oh man, these ain't nothing. And I just ate it right there. Ate it. But I didn't tell him what my secret was that I did.
No.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm. Yep. I'm just wondering if you were gifted anything after you did that, other than the wasn't even
A turd.
No,
a turd. Did you get the turd?
no.
Plant in the garden.
The
after that?
honey. The honey is what makes it palatable, and it kind of calms it down.
Okay.
Okay.
All around.
I got to raise my class level. I'm so sorry, Maureen. I will do better.
Right. I was going, and so how did it come out? Like that was my thought. And as it exited, how was the exit of
Yeah, exactly.
entrance was fine, but was the exit just as fine? And apparently, I
Yeah.
guess it is.
Yeah.
Just
But truthfully speaking, a lot of times when it comes out, it doesn't. All peppers don't burn when it come out.
Mhm.
If
No.
you chew it up good and make sure you drink a lot of liquids and everything, it won't come out like that.
Yeah.
It's when you partially eat it that it comes out hurting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
GT, Don't Fear the Reaper is a song.
Yeah.
It's a song
Yeah.
that's what Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
remember
awesome.
how it goes, but it's it's a rock song.
Yeah, rock song, old rock song.
And all the heat is in the seeds, not the pepper skin. The heat is in the seeds.
Yeah.
In the placenta, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which that creeped me out when I learned that. I'm like, what?
It's a placenta.
Yeah, why are they calling that a placenta? That's just I don't know. If I can-
Okay.
Because that's where all the heat is at.
Mm.
If you think about it, that's where all the heat is
Right.
at. That's
No.
that's what gets you in trouble.
Mm.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
also where the sustenance
Pause.
is.
And take a drink.
No, wait a
Mm.
minute. I think we're confusing the placenta with the uterus or something. The placenta comes after the uterus trouble, and the baby
Yeah,
has it.
It's the uterus that causes the trouble.
Uterus is.
It's all together. It's all together.
Yeah, you kind of.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
It did sound good. Sorry, I'm sorry. I brought biology into it a little bit. Sorry.
That's right. Now we're gonna have the new thing. People are going around. Did you know that all the peppers they have a placenta inside them, and that's where the spice is?
Yes.
We heard it. We heard it
Yes.
on Maureen
Right.
Washington's live.
Yes, the
And you know
placenta
what?
and the
It
seeds.
can hurt you. Well,
you can milk male goats, and you know,
Yes.
and milk rice grains, and
Yes, rice grains. We're still trying to figure out who is the first person that went to the male goat and decided to milk it. And yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah.
I wonder if Google knows.
I don't
You
know.
know?
It was on YouTube, and it was in
Mhm.
India somewhere.
Mm.
Like cool. I guess they lost their female goat, and they're like, that kind of looks like
Good night.
those.
Good night, Homestead Aquarius. Thanks for coming
Good
in.
night, Homestead
Good
Aquarius.
night, Homestead
Good night,
Aquarius.
Homestead Aquarius. Thanks for all the interactions you did today, man. It was pretty funny. Really funny.
hilarious.
Especially when he said, "That's rough."
Yep, you're out on placenta. That's it.
Hey.
I'm leaving. You guys are talking about placentas. I'm
Most
going out.
people are. Most people are. That's usually
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah, it is that.
Or out with the.
Yeah, y'all be good
Yeah.
too, sir. Yeah, actually, I probably should call
Night,
it here.
sir.
We've been here for three and a half hours, so that's pretty good.
Yay!
Good live stream. So thank you, everybody on the panel, for derailing and getting back up in the train and then derailing. It was lots and lots of fun.
It's a good ride. Good ride.
Yeah, I got
Yes,
tired of
yes.
watching myself be slow, and it was like, I can't stand that, where it's like, why am I? And so I don't know if my camera's not picking up it's running at a different rate, but I have no idea why my computer
going on?
crashed, why my camera wouldn't come back on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we appreciate you, sir. It's always good to have some good old
Mhm.
slapstick humor
Yes.
coming through.
Yes. Good to have a peanut gallery and
Yeah.
people who know how to, enliven it.
Yeah.
Keep it
And
going.
yeah, thank you for everybody that was in the chat. I do really appreciate you guys all coming out and hanging out with me. We did learn some things,
Thank
and
you.
which was good. And so yeah, I do.
Some
appreciate
things
y'all.
we didn't want to learn either.
Yeah, some things not did not. Nope. Yep.
Use it for the future.
That's right. Use it for good. Use it for good.
Whatever you learn, use it for good.
That's right.
That's all we ask.
Yep.
We'll be back next week, and we will learn some more things that you can use for good for your futures.
That's right.
All right, J3. All right, Carol. All right, Maureen. Y'all have a good one. Trust the process.
You too.
We'll learn
Yeah,
how to milk an armadillo.
Oh my gosh, I almost peed.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thanks, sir. Oh my gosh.
We're still live. We're still
We are
live.
still
Did you
live.
hit
I'm going to end the street.
Okay.